Okay, here we are again. Intro is done. We will load up in just a few minutes. Hey, Amarella, how's it going? Welcome back. Here so fast for once, you ain't even playing yet. That's cool. You made it. You were the fastest thing alive today. There you go. I'm glad you're here. Lifeblood's also here. I'm glad you're here, Lifeblood. How you doing? Welcome back. We'll get started in about, let's say like a minute and a half. Sounds good, I think. And I have a vague notion of where to go now, I think. Because we left... Actually, there might be like 2 spots in Esperanza that we haven't looked at yet. I'm going to have to look at the map again to see. Because we explored most of it last time. But not all of it. So, we'll see. You are on time, Mono, or better, person who disguises as Mono, because Mono is never on time. Who are you? Yeah, all of a sudden I've been on time for like 6 months straight, and Lifeblood's like, wait a minute, no, this isn't right. We need to like have a mutiny or something here because this is suspicious as hell. Yeah, I started basically prepping my stream stuff early before, because normally I feed my dog about 4 o'clock and I start at 4:30. And depending on his mood, he might eat in like 2 seconds, or he might pick and eat a little bit at a time and a little bit at a time, and it didn't really... Basically, whether or not I started early or late was up to him and whether he felt like eating at the time. So then I would have to come in and I'd have to prep all my stream stuff after he was done, and oftentimes I would come in and it'd be like 4:25 and I'd be like, shit, I got no time and nothing is set up. But I decided that it might be easier to get the stuff ready before I started feeding him, because then the only thing that could vary the time that I started would be immediately before I started, so it has worked out a lot better in terms of scheduling, that's for sure. So, all right, I'm going to take a drink and then we'll get going. All right, let's do this. This here is a town of little hope and a town of little money. I forget if that's a Final Fantasy Tactics reference or not. I'm not well versed with... I'm well versed with Ivalice, but only from a Final Fantasy 12 standpoint, so the little money thing might be a tactics thing. It is a meme that has lived rent-free in my head for a while, though. So, I suppose in the places where it applies, I might as well use it. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Skies of Arcadia Legends, the stream edition. Last time, we did a little bit of running around after we escaped from the Grand Fortress with our fancy new ship, the Delphinus. Got ourselves this fancy, powerful 11 million gold worth ship with a gigantic railgun on the end of it. And we escaped, so we got it all fixed up so I can go through sky rifts now, so that helps us move around the map a little easier. And today, we're going to finish up exploring Esperanza. We got to figure out a way to get into the Dark Rift, which is essentially a gigantic tornado that stretches across almost the entirety of the world map in Arcadia. And once we do that and we leave Esperanza, I'm going to go over to... There's a couple of errands I need to run, basically. I need to go back to Nazarad, because that's the only place you can actually sell the Kot's coin. I figured that out in between streams. I looked it up. And in addition to that, we need to go give the moonfish that we just got here last time to Doc and Maria. And we also have that black spot, so we have to go see Piastol again and see if we get our asses kicked in that fight. So, also, I didn't get to mention it last time, but you can even look at the wanted list from here, by the way. From in your menu just by going to the next page. The options are here, the journal's here in case you haven't played in a while, but you can also change your crew members around by going to this menu here now that we have the Delphinus. Now, we don't have any on standby crew members yet because all of the ones that we've gotten have been for different sections, different occupations on the Delphinus itself. But eventually we'll get, like, I think the next person we're going to recruit is another sailor. So if you wanted to switch who is active in your crew, you can use this menu here to do that. And they have different uses. Mostly in ship battles is where your crew will actually have their different uses. There is one use for them in regular combat, but I haven't demonstrated that yet, so we'll see. I might be able to demonstrate it today? Maybe in the Piastol battle. Maybe. We'll see. Why do you have 13 MP? Okay, anyway, let's just do that. There we go. And another thing that I actually want to do, since we're going to have 20,000 extra dollars to throw together. Well, let me go over here first. Go down here and see if this is where it starts up. Because I can always come back into Esperanza if this just starts the next story bit. But I want to go and purchase a few Ducats tunics because they reduce the damage of blue elemental attacks by 20%. And if you remember from the last time in the Piastol battle, she is blue elemental. So being able to reduce the damage that she can deal to us will be really, really, really nice. Because that might be the difference between Fina living with 30 HP and Fina getting easily one-shotted by her. So, yeah, we'll do what we can. Where in the hell am I, anyway? Oh, okay, I'm up on that one ship that was wrecked out on the entrance area. And here's some money. So that'll help. That's probably, like, almost enough to afford one Ducats tunic. So that's good. On an unrelated note, that will probably not happen this year when you play Ghost of Tsushima and need to direct me for an extreme short amount of time to make it for all of you better, but that means you tell me to do one mission early. Okay, I mean, that's fine. If it's a quality of life thing and I'm supposed to do one mission early to make sure that we have a better quality of life, then I'm okay with that. That's not really a spoiler or anything that I'd be like, I don't know about that. So, yeah, that would be fine, Lifeblood. I'd be okay with that. Do you have more actions in ship battles, or are the crew members just passive effects? They're a little bit of both. Some crew members will passively increase the damage of certain weapons, like, for example, let's go check it out here so I can show you. That's the wrong menu. Go over here, go to the crew. So, for example, our gunner, Kazim, he increases the damage of your main cannons passively. So, like, you don't have to activate him to do that. They'll just do more damage. In other cases, like, for example, I think Marco has an effect that's effectively like gear grease, basically. So you use him in battle for a certain amount of SP, and by use him, I mean quote-unquote use him. His command in battle for a certain amount of SP, and then you get back a bunch of SP, like you focus twice. So it's, I forget how much it is, and I don't remember if it's worth it to have him do that, but I guess we could figure it out later. No big deal. Is there like a... No, not there. I thought there was another place to go here, but maybe it's inside the bar. Maybe I just didn't see. But anyway, since I'm over here, let's go back to this merchant and we'll buy a few things from him, and by that I mean a few tunics. So, which it looks like this is actually pretty good for most of us in terms of the damage resistance, so I might just leave this on Bison Aka. I forget if I didn't buy Battle-Worn Armor or anything. I did buy the Miracle Robe for Fina, but we can equip that later. So we want 4 of these. Can I buy 4? I can buy 4, good. So we will stick these on for right now, because otherwise Piastol will absolutely hand me my ass. So, a 1 and a 2 and a... I'll hold on to these 2. We'll leave... No. Yeah, actually, no, we will. We'll leave Enrique's coat on for now because of his hit percentage, so... Yeah, we'll leave those... We'll leave those 2 off for now, and then after we go to fight Piastol, that's when I'll put them on, so... Dang, this music is depressing. It sure is. This place is way down on its luck, that's for sure. It's a mandatory mission anyway, so you have to do it. Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, absolutely. If that's the case, then fire away once we get to that point, because it's just... It's easier than trying to, like, you know, trying to do it when it's not the most effective time to do it. I forget what house I'm supposed to look in here. There's, like, a certain place where you're supposed to go, and I thought it was on this ship, but I don't think we can get on this ship. Nope. Maybe there's a person at the bar that we need to talk to? Or maybe it was a house that I walked into and missed something. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this guy in the corner. Yeah, he's the one we need to talk to. I recognize him because he comes into play a little later. So, no, definitely not from around here. We're just passing through on our way to the giant tornado. What's up, Don? Sure. I don't know if anybody in Esperanza is going to be able to answer that question, Vice, considering this town is quite literally populated by the people who couldn't do it. So, watch him, like, fall out of his chair or something. Are you out of your gourd? Yeah, something like that. Oh, now they all perk up. Should I be concerned? I'm surprised that didn't break. Well, you have to dream a little and sound like you're foolish to get anything done sometimes, so... Yes, that's... yes. Is it that crazy of a... I don't think you understand the ship that we're rocking here. Did you see it? Well, you didn't see it dock because it doesn't dock. We just come in on the lifeboat, so... Alright, so tell me what it's all about, and then I'll go figure it out. Right. I heard the stories. Yeah. And let me guess, they didn't make it either, did they? Well, Polly's husband, I think she mentioned when we recruited her, was one of them, actually. I don't know if he was here when Esperanza was originally built, or if he went in after, but... yeah. Yeah, that is how a tornado works. Well, hey, you lived, so that doesn't mean that all of them died. That sounds like a terrible existence. I mean, I understand you probably don't have much to go on. Hell, most of you probably don't even have boats that can go through sky rifts, but... I don't think you understand the kind of person that I am. I mean, yes, that is correct. They have thrown their lives away because they failed and they decided that that would define their existence for the rest of their lives. Let me just make it clear. Y'all a bunch of assholes. Just sitting here thinking you're so much worse off than I mean, you are, to be fair, but... there you go. I mean, that was their plan, yes, but it's very pitiful. Failure is the best teacher, because unlike 99% of the teachers that you will have in your lifetime, failure teaches you the lesson for free. Huh. Oh, hey, Fina, what's up? Why such a rush? Is Enrique over his sickness? Or that could be a problem. That's gonna make me sick. Great. Yeah, we probably should get back there before they, you know, blast us out of the sky. Like, Kakariko Village in Ocarina of Time is quite cheerful, despite the depressing time that was there. Yeah. It's, I guess it just depends on the atmosphere of the area. Like, Kakariko Village has a whole bunch of people in there that, you know, actually want to live, whereas most of the people that live here don't. Most of them are just like, well, I don't have the guts, and by guts I mean cowardice, to just say, well, I'm gonna end it all by jumping into the sky, but I also don't have the guts to go ahead and, you know, make something out of my life. So, what's up, Enrique? Yeah, we should probably take a look at the Armada. Guess we'll find out about that sailor ability. Yeah, we'll take a look, because here they come. And yeah, Gregorio, fittingly enough, since he's the oldest and most wizened gentleman in the Armada at the moment, he would be the one to come to this town of old, sentimental fools with no hope. So. Iron wall, huh? Well, I can kind of see it. He has a battering ram on the front of his ship. And, yeah. Oh, and you're not here to kill us? I mean, I guess we do have Prince Enrique with us, so if they tried to kill us, they'd have to run him through, too. And at the moment, well, they don't necessarily know that he's... Like, Valua probably isn't aware of the fact that he's either a hostage or he left of his own free will yet. So, after this, they probably will. Excuse me. Or perhaps you were brainwashed by these people. Do you know what city-state you're coming from there, sir? Okay, so what we have to do is we have to break their barrier, their barricade of the city before tomorrow. Oh, he's your uncle? You have ties all over the military, don't you? So okay, so he's an uncle figure. Got it. That makes sense. But we're not going to give him that luxury, are we? Nope. Okay, well, I'm glad you're determined. Good, because I could use someone in the Valuan Armada that would be like that at the moment. Yeah, that would not be a good look. Wah, wah. Well, I mean, we work together, so sometimes it just rubs off on me. Alright, well, let's go. Rest up, even though I didn't really need to, because I used those magic droplets to heal myself, but oh well. Yeah, and they send that Valuan soldier to attack. Yeah, that would have been less than optimal, that's for sure. Can I get to the save point over there without running into trouble? I think so. Alright, well, I'm gonna go save all of your hides now. Bye. Does seem a little low, though, that he would fire on this city just because we're not gonna comply. Like, these people didn't do anything to deserve that, but maybe that's the point, right? Maybe that's... He figured that would be enough to get to Enrique's conscience and be like, no, now you have to come with me because otherwise this city will burn to the ground. And it's like, I mean, we don't know Gregorio very well, but does he have the heart to do that? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. Hold on, puppy. I'm going to save you. That guy was already there. Alright, let's go. Let's get this party started. It will be a tricky battle. Well, I don't know if tricky is the right word. It's more of like a battle of attrition because you have to fight most of the armada, his platoon of ships, so... In the process of doing this. I was planning on it. Why? What's up, Don? Got any last parting words of advice? Yes. Is that a problem? Then you don't really know who I am, do you, Don? We stole the best ship in their armada, and in addition to that, I've quite literally already taken down multiple Valuan admirals by myself. So, you can keep saying that. That doesn't mean it's true. It's possible. All we gotta do is hope we don't hit the bad part of the vortex. I'm not sure what your parents would think of this plan, Vice, but maybe it's best if we don't tell them. They'd probably approve anyway, because they're like, well, adventuring is in his blood. Look at his father, so, you know. No, probably not. Your argument has been trashed there, old man. Ah, so yeah, kind of like similar to a tornado, there's a pocket of calm in the middle of the Dark Rift from what little they understand about it. It's just a matter of getting there, finding the pockets of calm in there so that way you can maneuver around, and then you have to fly through the vortices in order to get to the other side, so. Oh, you meant that Gregorio is the best defensive strategist, is sent to attack. Yeah, I guess that's a little bit of an oxymoron, isn't it? It's like, Gregorio, are you sure about this? It's not really in your blood, is it? Do we still have a harpoon cannon? Harpoon cannon is outdated. It sure is, Syroxis. We've got a moonstone cannon now. So it's quite a bit better in terms of its raw physical power. It's basically an upgrade to the harpoon cannon for slightly more SP. Not tornado, you mean hurricane. Tornado is stormful. You haven't seen Twister, have you, Lifeblood? Now, Twister is a caricature of what actually happens in a tornado, but from what I understand, there is a pocket of calm in the middle of a tornado. It's the eye. It's the same in the hurricane, because, well, eye of a hurricane, but... And, I mean, that could have just been a stylistic choice in the movie. They could have said, well, we're going to confuse the audience by making it seem like there's a very momentary pocket of calm in the middle of a tornado, but... It always struck me as something that would make sense, because most other windstorms have an eye where it's calm. But it could be wrong. I'm not going to say that I know what I'm talking about here. I ain't a meteorologist. I want him alive! Yeah, we do have a bit of firepower, don't we? Well, at least they're not attacking the town. Okay, so let's see what defenses he's got waiting for us. And that's the plan.
Let's go.
Dozen tornadoes do have an eye, but not a calm eye, from what you know. Okay, gotcha. Well, I mean, that's fine. It could be one way, it could be the other. Like I said, I ain't a meteorologist, so I'm not going to say that what I was saying is correct. And again, it might just be a stylistic choice, because Twister was a movie that would do something like that, where it would like subvert the actual facts of how tornadoes work for the purpose of creating a moment for the characters, because the characters in the movie look at tornadoes with such awe and respect that it would make sense that they would have this sort of moment in the middle of a storm, even if it's not real, even if it's like a hyperfixation or a hallucination where they get sucked into the tornado and it rolls over them, and it's just a moment in the middle where it's like, oh, okay, there's nothing going on, it's so calm, and then it just blasts over the rest of them again. So, alright, so first things first, there's, I think, 3 battles in sequence here, 3 ship battles, so we have to get through his cruiser first. And I'm pretty sure they don't really have very much in terms of strength, so we're just going to blast on our sea turns and hope for the best. Although I do want to make sure that I have enough to use the Moonstone Cannon on the next turn. That's where our main damage is going to come from, so yeah. Yes, we will bonk them all, exactly. We will do that, don't you worry about a thing. Do I want to use the torpedo or just use the cannon coil? Because... Alright, it doesn't show me my accuracy with that. I know I want to use some Opal Wax and stuff, but I do want to fire on at least one of my sea turns, so I think I'll do that here. And then you can use some Opal Wax here. You can use some gear grease in between. And then why don't you fire the torpedo here, and then we will have it blast off here. Just to get a little bit of damage off. We don't need much, because I'm pretty sure this guy gets killed with 1 Moonstone Cannon blast, but yeah, I just want to get a little prior damage off if I can. On that note, the storm on Jupiter, the Red Eye, is slowly stopping, and that is just sad. Yeah, that's a little sad, because it's kind of Jupiter's big defining feature, you know? The giant red storm. I mean, I guess it happens. It was a storm, so obviously it wouldn't have enough energy to just keep going forever, but yeah. It's one of those things that may someday not exist, and it'll just be something that's like listed in scientific books and stuff like that. So. Yeah, oh no, I was hit. What will I ever do? How will I deal with the damage? He's half dead. Okay, he's trying to ram me now. They're fragging me. That's just great. Yeah, the damage from these guys is not really that large. I mean, it's because they're more of a defensive option rather than an offensive option, so it doesn't really... You don't really got to worry about the damage here. What they have to worry about is this, so... we will deal with that. Can I... No, I can only use this on one, so let's just torpedo, I guess. Because it doesn't matter what we do on any of the other turns. We might as well just do this and then, I don't know, shoot nothing because I can't shoot anything. So let's do... Or actually, you know what I can do just to top it off is I can shoot a Crystallis missile in case this doesn't kill him. I'm pretty sure it will, but just in case. Excuse me. Oh yeah, there will be more storms on Jupiter. Yeah, that's true. It definitely will. It's just sad to see that the one that a lot of us know, and it seems like it's like a fixture on Jupiter, you know what I mean? It seems like it would be there forever, because it's the kind of thing that's been there since we were all born. It's stopping is a little sad. At least I think it is. No, it's not sad. Ending this battle right now. Railgun a go-go. Goodbye. This is just gonna... I mean, it's gonna do like 25,000 damage. There's no fucking way. Okay, never mind. It did 57,000 damage. I didn't need to do prior damage. I thought I did. I didn't need it. That man, that ship had a family, and I just ended them. God, that was way too much. Okay, we get a speed wax from that battle. Keep that in mind. That's actually important. We're going to use that for a ship battle coming up. So it's basically the same as the Quicka spell. So if you don't have Quicka, that's your main source of, well, getting that. So yeah, rip and dead. Give them the crosses because that's what they need. I like how these people are cheering for us because this is like the only excitement they've had in a long time. It's like they're watching a football game or something. What do you mean, huh? Oh. Yeah, that's... you should find some cover. Get under that ship or something. You just gonna stand there, Don? Well, yeah, 1 down, 2 to go. Bonk. Ow. That ship looks so squished together, so unfinished. Looks like it's only half an actual ship. Yeah, it wasn't as put together as this one, that's for sure. It's like an infantry ship. It's the first line. It's the one that's the most expendable, so they put very little effort into it. So, you could have used normal cannons to finish them off, give them a chance to use their escape boats and such, but you decided to straight up annihilate them. There is no peace here. This is a war zone now. If Gregorio wants a fight, we will give him a fight. And by a fight, I mean a massacre. Oh boy. Anyway. Yeah, just Moonstone Cannon Esperanza. He did look so cool. It's like in some of those anime where like they use an attack that like is supposed to intimidate somebody and it just like blows something up near them and they just stand there like nothing's happening. So, yeah, he did look really cool there. Should we use one of the crew members? I guess I can look at what they do. So, Lawrence, Kazim, and Osman all have passive effects. That's why they're blanked out on here. So Lawrence gives us extra quick, and that's actually good for ship battles because that increases your dodge rate and the likelihood that you will go first. So that's good. Kazim increases the main cannon damage, and then Osman increases our chance. When it says increases your chance of finding expensive items, they specifically mean in ship battles, and they specifically mean only certain ship battles. Osman can get you an extra drop. It's kind of funky because they don't really describe that, but it's not like every battle, basically. So, Polly gives you 10 MP back to one character for 6 SP. Marco doubles the spirit points you get for 1 turn, so that's cool. Pow is kind of like... I think it's sort of like using Quicka, but it's not exactly. It's more like you're practically guaranteed to go first for a turn. And then Pinta, he protects you from enemy cannon fire for a full turn, which I don't think will come in handy in the fight against Gregorio specifically here, unfortunately, but, well, I'll give it a shot. We're all ahead green here, so I guess I'll just start blasting. That seems like a good plan, right? And keep the speed wax, like I said, or just, you know, use Quicka in a little bit, but we'll do that in a bit. First, let's use some Oppo Wax and some gear grease. And then, sure, just use the torpedo like we did last time. Yes, Pow gives you cuteness for 4 SP, exactly. There you go. That's all we need him to do. He's a good doggo. Yeah, the battleship, now that's a proper ship, exactly. Do the Geneva Conventions apply to video games? I'm gonna say no, probably not. I'm pretty sure the people in video games, the characters in there, could just get away with violating the Geneva Convention and nobody will say anything bad. Yeah, Osman money, basically. Yep, the items that Osman gets sell for a pretty decent chunk of money, so it's always worth it to have a little bit of extra cash on hand. Especially once Ismael and Brabham are done with my my base over there, because then we can open a shop there, and some of the shops you open on your island are pretty damn good, so. Alright, well, torpedo missed, but we still got 5,000 damage off, so that's not bad. Pinta sounds very strong. Yes, so Pinta's like the kind of one that you'd want to use on a turn, on like a turn with a bunch of red squares, basically. So, yeah, he'll do very well if you have him work on specifically a red square turn. Like, let's say there was like 3 red squares on the next turn. Use Pinta on the first one and then just guard, or actually you don't even have to guard in that case. You just go from there. So, I might use more gear grease actually, because gear grease is pretty good. So, I do want to get a little extra damage off just in case it's not a one-shot when we do the whole Moonstone Cannon thing. So, let's see. So 15, 11, and that 4 will go on the next turn. So, okay, so we'll do that. And then you use gear grease right there, and then you use the torpedo, and we'll... Oh yeah, I forgot, I don't have a torpedo that has a limit of 3 yet, so okay, we'll just do it here, that's fine. And then we'll go from there. Osman's ability is guaranteed, so as long as Osman is equipped in one of the battles, you will get the item. So like, let's say this was one of the ship battles where Osman's item could drop. The game basically just has a little flag. It checks to see if Ozma is equipped, and if Ozma is equipped, you are guaranteed to get the drop. So, yeah, it's pretty, like, there isn't really too much to the ability, but it's very standardized. It does what it's supposed to do, and that's about it. So, you don't have to, like, reset or something to try to ensure that you get a drop. So, yeah, we charged a little bit. We got some gear grease, so that should work a little bit in our favor. I'm probably going to want to use that complete kit at some point here, just to get my health all the way back up. But we're okay for now. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, that's their warning shot. If they don't get on the damn lifeboats now, then they don't have any life preservation. Like, they just don't have any sense in their head. No, we're gonna close in and look for an opening. Don't even ask me that question. You know the answer already. Okay, so we'll get some damage off here, and I don't think I'm gonna need to use the complete kit, so let's just yeah, let's just guard, I guess, there. And then for Fina, why don't you use, like, Sacres? That seems like a good idea. I don't even think we're going to get to that point, but hey, if we do, there we go. Yeah, you could get some evasive maneuvers off if you wanted, but they get a chance to blast you out of the sky if you do. So since this is like a bunch of ship battles put together, you're probably going to want to just close in and try to end the battle quickly. Like this! But yeah, we'll heal. We'll heal probably in the first round of the Gregorio fight. So they were guarding, actually, in that one, I think, because the Moonstone Cannon only did like 18k. So, alright, well, if that's what you guys want to do. Didn't save you, though. Okay, actually, this is one of the battles where Osman's drop will trigger, because that crystal ball that we just got there is a valuable. It's only available if Osman's equipped, so the game rewards you for going and getting her. So there you go. But yeah, you'll always see a crystal ball in the fights where it looks for the Osman flag if you have her equipped. So. Okay, well, this is the important battle. The other two were just target practice, so let's see what we can do with this one.
Let's go.
We can do this, team! Now, the main thing that you're going to want to watch out for the Gregorio battle, you can probably guess just by looking at the ship, is the gigantic spiky battering ram on the front of his ship. It's highly defensive, so we're not going to want to shoot the front, but it does have another use, as we'll see in a few minutes. So, I'm pretty sure you mean past, P-A-S-T, but alright. I forget what the Auriga is in, like, mythology. I'd have to look that up. Oh well. So we want to blast on our sea turns. Why don't you use... So we're going to want to get some Oppa Wax, some gear grease, and a heal. So I guess we'll just, you know, start doing that while we have a chance. So you do the Oppa Wax, you do the heal. Let's use that complete kit, because it fully restores our HP, whereas the deluxe kit would only restore 8,000. So let's use that complete kit, and I'll even use it here, actually, because then we can get the most stuff off. Or maybe I should use it at the very end of the turn? Nah, I can use it there. He's very... It's like they said, he's very defensive with his tactics, so he probably won't blast us too much in these first couple of turns, so... Other than that. Yeah, chunky ship, exactly. 10-inch coil cannon on the first turn and go through. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll use the 10-inch cannon coil to get some damage off after I heal and get some gear grease going. I just want to get a little bit of my SP up, basically, at first, and then we'll be good. We don't have the broken set up yet with the Delphinus, though. There's one particular crew member that... Okay, we healed first, which is a little disappointing, because he might blast me now with the blast charge, but I guess it won't do too much. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, there's a particular crew member that we're going to be getting in a little while who basically, it's supposed to be like a high SP for a high reward type of a dealie, where you use a whole bunch of SP to max out your SP bar, so we won't really need gear grease anymore because we can just use that crew command to do that. But the problem with it is that it doesn't cost enough SP. I think it costs like 15, and we start our battles right now with like 16, so you can just use it turn 1 practically for free, and there's just no problems with it while you're buffing up, so. You'll do your usual lurking thing and enjoy the sound of my voice and Lifeblood's chat comments. Sounds like a plan, Syraxis. Hope you enjoy. Feel free to lurk, and feel free to comment if there's anything on your mind. I am always here and ready to chat, so yeah, feel free. Okay, so we can't make any mistakes. Got it. This can't be like the Lynx battle. Okay, fair enough. Now, this is the point in the game where the game doesn't really tell you how you're supposed to do certain things in these fights. You kind of have to figure things out a little more for yourself. So we're going to try to do that. I think we 10-inch cannon coil and we torpedo. So, like, we'll have Aka use the torpedo here. And then, Fina, why don't you use some more gear grease? And, no, I kind of wanted the coil. You know what, use the gear grease here, that's fine. And then you use the coil here all the way through. There we go. Okay, he's guarding, that's fine. Ah, that's where you were. Make a mistake. Yeah, there you go. Let's make a mistake just for the intended effect. No, but actually, unlike the Lynx battle, this battle does not give you any dialogue options, as far as I remember anyway, that can make it so that you either make a mistake or you have an advantage. You kind of have to figure things out for yourself, so that's what we're going to try to do. I know the trick to this battle, though, so, like, it's not going to be so much figuring things out as it is me just telling you the exact solution. So... Okay, well, his fragment gun got lost. Good work maneuvering the ship there, Vice. We got behind his articulating cannons. Alright, we're gear greased up. That's good. We'll have a bunch more SP next turn. Did he blast charge this turn? I didn't see. I don't think... No, he didn't, because he didn't... The torpedoes that they're using right now don't have, like, 3 limits yet, so they won't go to the next turn or something. Okay, now depending on how you handle this turn will determine whether you get the chance to use the Moonstone Cannon on the next turn, or whether he just fucking destroys you. So, here's how it works. You see that red icon at the end there? That's us making a mistake, and by that I mean him getting into position to, well, use his battering ram. So how do you avoid a battering ram in a ship battle? Well, it requires him to go on a very specific course, namely straight. So you basically have to outmaneuver him. How do you outmaneuver someone in a ship like this? You gotta be faster than them. So now you see the use of the speed wax. We have to be faster than him to avoid his little battering ram attack. So, because of that, we are going to, well, do exactly that. We're going to use the speed wax, and we'll go from there. Let's see. Yeah, oh shit, that damage, exactly. Gregorio, also known as Paper Walls. Yeah, his ship is very defensive, but it ain't got shit on the Delphinus's firepower, that's for sure. So, alright, what do I want to do with this turn? I probably want to, like, gear grease up so I can get a whole ton of damage off on the next turn. I do want to coil, actually, like here, and then go through here, even though that's probably completely unnecessary. And then we'll speed wax, like, right here. That's good. I want to get Incrum back up, so let's get the Opal Wax going. And, I'll gear grease again. We probably don't need it that badly, but I'll use it just so that way we can get a whole bunch of damage off and see what our high score is when we use the Moonstone Cannon next turn. So, we don't need to heal, though. We can use a couple of deluxe kits when this fight's over, and it'll be over next turn, so. But yeah, that's the trick to this one. Use speed wax. It would have been, I think, a little bit more telling if they had specifically given you the speed wax after the battleship battle, but I mean, I get what they were kind of going for, so. Yes, sign your will, Iron Wall, because we're about to plaster you onto the pavement here. Alright, so we got some speed wax going. That gives us a little more quick. You'll notice that he's lining us up right now. See how we're kind of coming around to him here? But we're going to play a little game of chicken, like, right now, so. Alright, fire straight ahead. Well, we still got some good damage off despite the battering ram. Alright, so. If you did not use the speed wax or Quicka, you will not get that animation. You will get rammed into, and it will do lots of damage, probably close to like 20k or something like that. And then next turn, you won't get to use the Moonstone Cannon. You'll have to endure his entire onslaught, including another hull ram, so, yeah. Alright, but they're wide open now that we dodged him, because they completely didn't expect us to actually be able to do that, so now we can just, oh, right, Vice can't use the Moonstone Cannon because he's using the coil. I forgot about that. Well, since that's the case, Vice, why don't you just guard here? And we'll let Aka fire the Moonstone Cannon. How about that? Alright, Fina. You know what? You can use a deluxe kit on the last turn because that should be good to go for that. And then let's use a torpedo and see how much damage we can rack up here. Yeah, where are you going? You guys know that this is a game of chicken, right? It's like, okay, yep, apparently we do. And we knew we were prepared for it, so. Yeah, we gotta let Fina fire the Moonstone Cannon at some point as well. Yeah, we'll do it maybe in the next battle, the next ship battle. Alright, blast him! I hope you signed your last will and testament, sir. Take this message back to the Empress, because, well, actually, she can probably see it. Okay, 39,000, not bad. I'll take it. You know what might have happened is, it might have been that the original ship, the one that just was the little teeny tiny toy boat cruiser, that one might have just had less defense, and that's why we did like 60,000 damage to it. I don't know. I just thought it was really funny because I did not expect that kind of damage at all, so. Alright, well, Enrique's almost there, so that's good. And we get some really good rewards for this fight as well. We get a heavy armor deck, which is an upgrade to our current deck, and a 12-inch cannon, which is, as far as I'm aware, even better than the 10-inch coil, so that's good. And a captain's stripe. So now we can level up the Delphinus. I think all of the level ups that the Little Jack had from the Captain Stripes carry over to the Delphinus as well, which is why it had 44,000 HP to start with, if I remember right. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it starts at 40, and then it just is based on what Captain Stripes you've used. So, but they all carry over. Excuse me. You fight the Empress at some point, or even meet her at all. I think, if I remember right, when we're going for the yellow crystal, I think we do fight her in a ship battle. I could be wrong about that, though. Well, we'll see you soon enough. Once we get through the blue crystal, the yellow crystal isn't too far behind after that, so... Hey, Dotto, how you doing? Welcome back. 39k damage at level 28. Yeah, what the hell? You don't normally get those kind of numbers in these RPGs. That's the power of the Moonstone Cannon, baby. Anyway. Don't think so. It's just that your career is on the line if you resist. So now Enrique will do it because he doesn't have to worry about his career because he's the son of the Empress. So. And he wants to be democratic about it. Well, fair enough. He's pretty good in a fight. Very defensive, which is not usually my MO when it comes to fighting, but he's pretty good in a fight. As you'll see in the Piastol fight coming up in about 10-15 minutes here. So. Alright, bye. Be sure to stop off in Esperanza to say hi to all the people you almost just murdered. I'm sure they'll have plenty of words for you. Well, yeah, did you see what our ship looked like? I'm glad we could give these people a little spirit back, though, at the very least. That is actually it's not even a vague hint, it's a, hey, I'm going to be a crew member if you come back from the Dark Rift. So once we get done with the Blue Moon Crystal section of the game, we can come back and recruit Don as a crew member. So, yeah, there you go. And that's it for the little Esperanza arc. So now, let's take a look at our map so I can see where we can go and where we can't. I kind of want to fill the map out a little bit around Esperanza, if I'm honest. And then we need to go back this way. Well, first we need to go back to Nazrad because I got to sell the Kot's coin because I forgot to do that. Then after that we can go to Sailor's Island. We can give Doc and Maria the moonfish that we have. And then we got to go over here-ish because then we can go and try to fight Piastol and probably get our asses handed to us. So that'll be a fun time. What level am I at? 28? I need to use a couple of deluxe kits over here. Oops, that's the wrong menu. Let's let Fina do it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I can use the Captain Stripe too. Might as well. There we go. Ah, it gave me 2,000 HP. Nice. That'll work. I forget what I was saying. Oh, I was going to equip the white map, actually, because we got it, because then that'll prevent me from getting to be too high of a level. But I don't think we're going to get to level 31 before I go fight Piastol, so I think we should be okay. Plus, it'll let us look around and see what kind of enemies are around here on the way to the Dark Rift, which is right over here. And there's another little seam. I don't know if it's an actual seam in the map or if it's supposed to be like a tornado of some kind, but well, it's there. And there's a black hole over there. That's just great. But yeah, that black hole over there is the entrance to the Dark Rift, so we'll have to head that way in a few minutes. I'm getting back attacked. Ow. I think I was kind of taking the piss in the last episode. Thinking about, like, the things that I did and didn't do, because I wasn't using, like, any spells at all in the last episode. Which is kind of odd, I guess. I don't really know. Now, that wakes me up, right? Yeah, actually, that's an interesting thing about Skies of Arcadia that most games don't do, is that spells actually wake you up from sleep in this game, so that's kind of nice, actually. What do I want in terms of my abilities here? Let's see, you don't quite have Electras yet. I think we got Wevlas on like Aka and Fina. Excuse me, Vice didn't get them, so. You know what? Let's go to blue, actually, because we're going someplace where there's probably going to be a lot of blue enemies, so we'll use blue for now, and yeah, then we'll go from there. And you know what? Why don't you use... No, I can't use Sacrum. It's 8. Okay, that's fine. Then, since that's the case, why don't you use... yeah, let's use Pyrez. And then, I guess, just attack the Drogerp. Probably won't need anything more than a Rain of Swords and 1 physical attack, but, you know, it's there. These flying fish. Damage spells generally wake up units in RPGs. See, we've probably been playing different games then, because in a lot of the Final Fantasy games, spells don't wake up your party members, even if they deal damage, so... Maybe it's different specifically for Final Fantasy, and that's like the exception rather than the rule, so... This guy's got a bit of HP. It's okay, though. Ow. I don't think I'm going to need a Cutlass Fury to finish him off. I might want to use Sacrum, though, with Aka, because that would work pretty good. Does Lunar Glyph work on you? I guess we can check, because Fina will probably go before Vice. By the way, now that Aka is, has got the Warrior's Heart, she's probably going to be more of a supporter than an attacker now, because of the fact that she's... we had to take a little bit of her will away, which means her spells won't do as much damage. So Fina's probably going to be more of the attacking unit now because of all the will that she has. So no panic for me. Alright, let's see if this... well, it'll just kill, so it won't petrify. Yeah. Because it deals about as much damage as Fina's regular physical attack, so... Alright, let's check out how we're doing on our blue spells, and then after that we'll go from there. We're starting to get 3 magic EXP per battle now, so that's kind of nice. Helps out quite a bit. He just got 7 will, holy crap. Let's see, so that gets you Wevlas, that's good. I think Enrique has Slippera already though, right? So he's actually in very good shape in terms of his blue spells. Yeah, he's got quite a bit. I really don't need him to learn too many other spells, though. Like, I mean, I guess if I could get him Sacrum, that'd be nice, but that's like 2 green. So it's usually not my MO with him. His will is okay. It's probably a little better than Aka's, and yeah, you can see it there, but I don't know. I usually don't use him for attacking. I usually use him for defense, which is kind of his main game. His main gimmick is defense, so... But we'll talk about that in a little bit. It's different for Final Fantasy and Pokemon. They're the only games you know where sleep is permanent through damage. Yeah. So, like I said, it's probably, in those cases, yeah, that's the exception rather than the rule, so... Maybe I just haven't played enough RPGs outside of those two, you know? I mean, I've played quite a few, but I'm not going to say that I've played so many that I just know how it all goes, you know? I'm just going to look for some discoveries real quick before we go anywhere. Yeah, Fina is a tactical nuke, especially with that ring that we got, the Moon Dust ring for her. Oh my god, she's gonna, like, hang on, I'll show you how much damage she does with Pyrum in this battle. Like, it's just, I mean, it won't kill the Drogerp, but it'll definitely kill everything else. So, do I want to have anybody other than Vice attack it? Yeah, I guess it's fine. But yeah, let her use Pyrum, and then just go after the Drogerp. Oh yeah, and Persona has Wake Up through damage too. Yeah, that's true. So Skull Shield is one of Vice's... It's his most recent move that we got. Yeah, see, 450 damage to everything, 550 on a weakness hit. Like, that's gonna kill everything at this point. Well, not everything, but like all but the strongest enemies, you know. So Skull Shield, what it does is it causes all physical attacks, regular physical attacks, to do 0 damage to everyone in the party. And on top of that, it also counterattacks that physical attack. So it's got some... It pulls double duty, but it's pretty strong. It does quite a bit of good stuff for you, so we'll try to use it. Fina, you could probably use this. And then I guess I'll just Glyph again, even though it's probably not going to do anything, and then, you know... Okay, we killed him with the 1. That's fine. So yeah, it doesn't prevent death. We're going to need, like, Gilder has Aura of Denial, which prevents all status ailments on the turn that it is used. So that one also prevents instant death. So we probably want to use that instead. Fire Emblem Sleep either makes you wait a few set turns, or it's permanent until you restore it with a healer. Yes, that's true too, yeah. I haven't honestly seen Sleep too much, though, in the Fire Emblems that I've played. Like, I've played... Which ones did I play? I played Sacred Stones, I played Awakening, and I played Fates. And out of those three, and I played FE12. I played New Mystery of the Emblem. Out of those four, I think Sacred Stones... Yeah, Sacred Stones definitely had a sleep staff in it. I don't think you got one as a player, but it did have a sleep staff in it. And I think you get a sleep staff in FE12 that you can actually use yourself. So, but I'm pretty sure Awakening didn't have sleep, and I'm pretty sure Fates didn't either. I mean, it's fine, whatever. It's cool. I like sleep as a status effect. It's interesting in a lot of cases because it lets you... If you watch my Final Fantasy 1 playthrough, you'll know how much I enjoy using sleep because it's often a good crowd control method, but yeah. Who uses debuffs in RPGs like unironically? I'm gonna raise my hand because I love debuffs. They are my favorite method of debilitating my foes, so yeah, I'm gonna raise my hand unironically. There you go, that's me. That Iridzu will die to 1 Pyrum. I'm going to switch to yellow, actually, and hit the draw grip with that, because it looked like we were all pretty close to getting stuff from yellow. So, do I have any boxes? I think I just have that 1 Shredder Bomb that I'm probably never going to use, so... I guess just guard, that's fine. And then you use Pyrum. Excuse me. Oh, wait, I didn't switch you. Did I switch Aka? Yeah, I did. Okay. Pyrum, and then you're going to get, like, what, Electrolen in about 3 battles here, Enrique, or 2? Something like that. Discard, it's fine. We'll let Vice do the physical attacking. SMT wants a word. Buffs and debuffs in SMT are fucking great. Like, they will make or break your playthrough in SMT. If you don't use debuffs, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. So, yeah. Shin Megami Tensei is what that specifically means there, Lifeblood. So, like, not Persona so much, but the original series that Persona spun off from, Shin Megami Tensei, like, the one that I have the most experience with is 3, which is Nocturne. I just refer to it colloquially as Nocturne here on the stream. But that one definitely, if you don't use buffs, you're cutting your own foot off, basically. So, oh, I was going to say, yeah, Enrique's panicked. That's why he didn't move. Okay. Wow, that did nothing. Holy shit. I expected that to kill. Maybe he's guarding. They were mostly in the SNES, GBA, and GameCube Wii titles. Okay, yeah, that probably explains it, because I didn't get the chance to play any of the... I didn't get a chance to play Path of Radiance or Radiant Dawn, and I kind of wanted to play Path of Radiance, all things considered. Alright, everybody just attack, it's fine. This is going to kill anyway, so... Okay, so it normally does that much, alright. Or maybe he was guarding again. Yeah, I like using Poison, too, where it's applicable, but I find in a lot of cases, especially as you go into late game, Poison falls off in terms of its usability, which is kind of disappointing, because sometimes it's nice to have, just to get a little extra damage off, you know? So, you like debuffs, so why should you when they die in, like, 2 attacks anyway? Yeah, you need to play RPGs where they have a little more HP then. So, you know, that one where you actually use the demons. Yes, yeah, that's the one where it's not just like you get 1 demon and then you can switch demons for your main character. It's, you're a main character and you get to use demons in your party. Yeah, that one. Also SMT Persona and SMT Persona 2. Yeah, those are the ones that I haven't played in the series. I've played 3, 4, and 5, but yeah, I think in Persona 1 and Persona 2, they still have the whole thing where you don't use, like, you use demons the way that the rest of the series uses demons, but it's a different combat system, if I remember correctly, so. Okay, well, the Dark Rift doesn't extend the whole way, because here's a Sky Rift, so... Where does this extend out to? Oh, that's into unknown territory. Okay. Well, we could go that way, but I don't think there's anything for us to do over there right now. So instead, let's just head back up this way and go back towards Nazareth, I think. Now that we have an idea of what's over here. I didn't find a single damn discovery in this area. My keen senses for discovery must be off. All right, after this battle, I think I'm going to turn the white map on because I don't want to. I don't want to get. We're basically backtracking for something I should have done. So yeah, I don't want to get into too many battles. Okay, Kinezels and Immezels. All right. I think I might want to. Do I want a Delta Shield here and use a Sacrum Crystal? Or do I want a Skull Shield? I could Skull Shield, but I'm not sure if they attack very much, so... I guess it can't hurt. It's not like I'm using that stuff for anything right now, so... why don't you just focus? Because I want to basically get Rain of Swords so I can kill these guys in one hit. So that's the plan. And then you can... how are we doing on HP, actually? Let me see. Oh, it's just Vice and Enrique. Okay. So then you just focus, too. Everybody focus! Vice, protect us. Everybody else focus. Am I a Triple Triad fan? Yes, I enjoy myself a little bit of Triple Triad. I'm not very good at it in 14 or in 8 after... in Final Fantasy 8 after Disc 1, I'm very bad at Triple Triad. Like, after you get to the point where it's really hard to control the rules of the game anymore easily, I really fall off in my ability to play Triple Triad. But yeah, I like Triple Triad. It's pretty cool. So. There's the game called Monster Sanctuary, and you either do debuffs and buffing or perish. Yeah, that sounds pretty much like SMT, actually. Yeah, so they have a similar idea there. Oh, you recently started derping around in it in 14. Yeah, how do you enjoy it? I think it's pretty cool. I don't know how everybody else feels about it, but I thought it was pretty cool. It was a good addition. These guys take, like, no damage from magical attacks, so I'm just gonna... Yeah, a nice shield, Vice. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's very badass. I don't know, just physically attack, I guess. Hit the Immezels. I think we checked that you can't glyph these guys, so since that's the case, let's just, I don't know, focus up. We'll let Vice do Rain of Swords, and that should be enough. We might get lucky. These, I think these enemies drop a halfway decent item that provides some pretty good money for you, if I remember right. So, we'll see. Bonk. Alright, so the Immezels have less HP. Okay, well that's good. But they also run away. Probably more than the other ones. Alright, now, Vice, go before everything runs. That one's guarding, so he'll probably live this turn. Or he's running. Come on, Vice, let's do this. You're lucking your way through. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. It's, it depends on where you, like, start out, but if you start out, like, in the early game, I find that a lot of the, like, A Realm Reborn NPCs are not too hard to get the edge over in their Triple Triad, but it starts to rack up in difficulty pretty quickly, from my experience, so... Like, you kind of have to have, like, some of the best cards in order to really push through, so... Alright, so there's a Sacrum. I was gonna say, I hope we actually hit some of these attacks because we're gonna need to.
That was fun.
If we see one of those other grouper palette swaps, I think I'm gonna try to petrify it next time because I think it'll work a little bit better. So, let's put the white map on, shall we? I'll also probably have Aika use, whatchamacallit. Have Aika use Sacrum real quick just to top everybody off because she's still got Epsilon Mirror and we can practically use it right away in a battle now, so that should work pretty good for us if we need to. Yeah, what are you fighting, Pollen? Basically, they're using Pollen to kill me, so yeah, essentially I'm fighting like seed spores or something. I don't know. It's an interesting choice, I guess. Excuse me. Alright, back through the rift. And there we go. Now we're just outside of South Ocean, if you look back here. Yeah, see, there's the tornadoes. Is there... I thought there was a discovery somewhere in this valley. I don't think I saw it yet, but well, let's take a look. Maybe I passed it already. They probably won't pay me much for it anyway, because probably Domingo's already discovered it, since it was supposed to be something you'd find in the Nazrad section. So... You have no idea how, but you just put your last card down in a match with the plus rule and somehow captured the whole board. Yeah, the plus rule is a meme. It'll just, all of a sudden you'll just have everything on the board, and it's like, I don't know how this works, but I guess that's cool. So yeah, it is. It's just a straight up meme. It just does what it wants, basically. Why don't you just guard? We'll just do a big old Pyrum. Still can't hit you, huh? I mean, you do have 150% dodge rate, so...
Give me strength.
We might have enough will now to break through their magic defense, actually, the Lupulon. Let's see. Yeah, nice. Will stacks up pretty quickly. Magic defense can go really high, but even if you have lower will than their magic defense, the multiplier for it is really high in the damage formula, so... I know that's technical speak, but... Basically, you don't need to have more will than they have magic defense in order to do lots of damage to them. That's the Wandering Lake, isn't it? Oh no, that's a pirate. Here's the Wandering Lake. We already discovered this, though, so there you go. I think if I remember right, there might be something in the strait here as well. Maybe I'm missing it. Maybe it's over here. Nope. Alright, well, maybe I'm just mistaken. Anyway. Hold on. Go back up. Back up. There we go. Into Nazareth. Looks like Rocknum is here, yeah. He's, let's hope he's not too close. I mean, we'd probably stand a chance against him this time with the Delphinus, but, yeah, it's one of those things. Alright, if I remember correctly, I think we need to go to the Sailors Guild and talk to them, and then they'll mention Ducat's coin and they'll buy it from us, I think. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think it's specifically this area. So, also I should probably buy some ship supplies while I'm at it, like more gear grease and wax and stuff. So let's do that. Let's see, no, we don't really need any of that stuff anymore. I could use a couple of these, even though I probably won't need these for too much longer. Once the complete kits come along, we won't really need it that much. How many of those do I have? Okay, 9, so get 6 of them. 15 usually, like it is for some reason in a lot of video games that I play, a lot of RPGs, 15 kind of seems like a really nice number in terms of the amount of an item that I have, because usually that's enough to get me to the next shop that has that item in stock without me having to, like, go without them for a little bit, you know. You too, sir. Alright, upstairs, because that's where the guild is, if I recall correctly. Is that me on the wanted list? That's what it kind of looks like. Maybe I'm just there because I'm the one that's taking them all out. You kept the whole board again, don't know why. So the way that the plus rule, I think, works is that basically it can create a chain reaction where if the amount... Like, once you capture a card, if your amount is higher than the card, you'll capture it. But then if the amount of that card is higher than the card next to it, I think it continues to capture things until it can no longer... Like, it captures things in a line, basically, so until it can no longer do that, so... Okay, so he just says, hey, is that Ducat's coin? I'll give you 20,000 gold for it. Yeah, sell Ducat's coin. So if you need to get some of the money recuperated for getting to Ismail and Brabham, this gets you 1/5 of the way there, so there you go. Do I have anything to sell? I don't think so. Yeah, I didn't acquire any of that. So. Alright, thank you, sir, for the money. Hopefully that will you'll be able to resell that for a little bit, and that'll bring you, help you bring Nazarad back on the map, because this place could sure use an economic boost at the moment, considering it practically got destroyed. So, excuse me. Just give me your other card, you dang NPC. Yeah, some of their cards are a little bit rare. They're kind of tough to get, so I understand the feeling. Alright, who wants to watch me die to Piastol again? Because that's where we're going. Well, we got to go to feed the moonfish to Doc and Maria's bird first, and after that we'll go fight Piastol. That's going to be fantastic! You're having 50 objects of one thing in your chest and 10 on you, and these 50 will never see the light of day again. Is that like acupuncture or something? Are you sticking needles in yourself? Probably not, right? But I don't know. That's the vision that I got from hearing you say that. Catch some more fish. Oh, I missed the big one. Those big ones are crafty. They get out of your way pretty quickly for some reason. I could have sworn there was a discovery around here too. I'm not even really too concerned about the amount of money that this discoveries pay out at this point, because a lot of the ones that I could get at this point are like completely, like they won't give me any cash because they're from way earlier in the game. But you need to get up to a total of 30 discoveries in order to recruit every member of your crew, so yeah, we're gonna want to work on that one. Oh, these are the old guys too, wow. Like the fought these guys in Shrine Island. Well, let's see how much damage we do to them now. All of it. There you go. Oh, for items in video games. Okay, so you have 50 of one item and then 10 on you. In a chest, yeah, like in a storage unit, and then 10 of them on you, and the 50 never see the light of day again. I mean, that's fine. Better to have them and not need them than need them and not have them, right? Massive Hoarder, that's okay. That explains why it was hard to get. It was a 5-star Bahamut card. Yeah, that actually, yeah, that card. Is that the one NPC that's in the gold saucer that's like the king of cards or something like that at the end of the room there? Because that one I do remember being pretty hard to get. Hey, a Moonberry. I do remember that one being pretty hard to get, so. Alright, let's go see Doc and Maria. Yeah, King Elmer III. Yep, that guy. Yep. Yeah, that one was a tough one. It's there is a way to do that particular triple triad fight without like. Basically, you can win using the starting deck that they give you. In that one, it takes some luck, but at the very least, then you don't have to like get a whole bunch of cards together to do it. So. Hey Marie, how's it going? Welcome back. Took a nap around the start of the stream. Good afternoon then. Glad to hear you got some sleep. Hopefully it was a good sleep. We're basically just going back. I'm taking care of errands before we go into the Dark Rift. We fought Gregorio in a big ship battle where I ended up doing like 65,000 damage with my combined firepower from the Moonstone Cannon and a bunch of other stuff. Not to Gregorio, but to one of his littler ships. And now we're going to run errands, and then we're going to go through the Dark Rift. Get sucked into a black hole. Oh, they fixed that because they didn't want you farming Elmer with the starter cards. Okay. See, that goes to show the last time I fought him, so I played Triple Triad against him, because last time I did it, you could still cheese him. If you get 300 cards, you get a flying Triple Triad card mount. That's pretty cool. I don't have that many cards yet, so... But yeah, that'll be a good grind for you, a good challenge. It'll give you something to do for a little while. All right, let's feed the burb. He's getting really, really big. Like it's to the point where you can hardly see him getting larger at this point. Let's see if he gives me anything interesting. I think around like number 18 or 17 or 18 for Moonfish is where he starts giving you some really interesting stuff, like accessories like the Ancient Bracer that I'll be keeping for a long time. So that's a ghost mail. That's not too bad. I think it's an upgrade to the armor that we have at the moment, but I still want to keep Ducat's tunic on, and I have to equip that on Enrique and Maria, actually, before we go into the fight with Piastol, because that'll give us a little bit of an edge to her damage, so... He is gonna be a life-size plushie. Yeah, Maria's never gonna need a pillow again in her life. Alright, and this one is the Sword of Ducat. I think that's actually a downgrade to what we have at the moment. I'm not sure why they would do that, but like I think it's about 6 or 7 points worse than the one that I just bought. It is an upgrade if you've still got the, what is it, the Stone Cutter, I think? But yeah, it's not really an upgrade, I don't think. Let's just check it out, because why not? The good stuff starts after this, so... I mean, I guess it can put enemies to sleep, so that's not too bad, but... not really a big fan. I'll just use the Admiral Cutlass. Meanwhile, the Ghost Mail... Yeah, it is an upgrade from what we have at the moment, so it's not too bad. It doesn't give any extra stats, and it doesn't give, like, Ducat's Tunic does, where it gives you 12%, or not 12%, 20% resistance to, whatchamacallit, to that their, what am I trying to say? Gives you 20% resistance to blue magic. There we go. So, yeah. Okay, so we need to get Ducat's Tunic on everyone. So let's do that. That's the wrong item slot. There we go. And then... I'm actually going to give you the Gem of Fluidity, I think, because I kind of need you to not have problems with that. So... And then... do I want to give you a Gem of Fluidity? You're not really going to use your will in this fight, I don't think. So... I'll give you one, too. I'll just give Gem of Fluidities. Basically, the reason why I'm giving them to people is because I have 3 of them, first of all. And second of all, now in this battle, Piastol's physical attacks, regular physical attacks, can inflict stone on you, which is not a whole lot of fun. So, yeah, we'll try to fix that. You cuddle a plushie when you sleep sometimes? I mean, you know, if it makes you feel better while you're sleeping, then there you go. I don't see any problem with that. Life-size plushie of what? You are concerned. Life-size plushie of whatever species her bird is supposed to be. I don't know. Life-size plushie of an angry bird. There you go. Something like that. I think I'll just sleep at the inn real quick. Oh, Lapin's here, actually. There's a dude behind me. Probably when we walk out of the inn, we'll be able to see him better. But one of the people on the wanted poster that's one of the Legends bosses, super bosses, is actually here in town. So if you want to fight him, he's right there. But he's a super boss that was added in the Legends update, which means that most of the time if you fight him right when he's available, which is right now, the fight will come down to luck. So, yeah, no. And he levels with you, so, yeah, no. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the super bosses they added in the Legends version. Like, Piastol that's Lapin right there. Piastol is just enough for me to say, yeah, you know, I can micromanage the battle a little bit, but a lot of the other guys are just like... They're immune to all status ailments, but they can use Incrim and Quicka, and also they can hit you with super moves over and over and over again. Like, they have infinite focus and blah, 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 blah. So it just never ends, and I'm just like, nah, I don't really want to deal with that, thank you. Okay, so we want red element for Vice's weapon specifically. I'll probably switch to red for everybody else as well, but we want to start on red because, as you may remember, her Death Hound that came with her in the first fight is actually weak to red, like a lot weak to red, so yeah, we'll do that. Excuse me. You have a full-size Snorlax that you sleep on at times because you're so short. That's cool. Yeah, that is amazing. I didn't even know they made plushies of Snorlax that are that big. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's a Snorlax, so, you know. Fight'll come down to luck, huh? You mean you play gacha games, fight him now? I'm already fighting Piastol now. I don't think I feel like playing the gacha more than fighting Piastol today, so... I don't even know what the strategy is for most of the Legends bosses. Well, actually, no, I do know the strategy for most of the Legends bosses. I'm going to show you the strategy for most of the Legends bosses in this fight, because Piastol in this fight is the same. You use Delta Shield, and you use Justice Shield every turn, and then you only attack with Vice's super moves. And that's it, and you have Fina heal. Which, to me, is... it's not much fun, because it doesn't let you, like, do different things with different people in your party, because it's like, no, you have to use Delta Shield because their spells do so much damage, or are Eterni. And you have to use Justice Shield because their physical attacks and super moves do like 3 million damage, so, yeah. It was a one-off Tokyo Pokemon Center thing. Oh, cool. That's cool. Explains why I've never heard of it, because I ain't never been to Japan. Oh, boy. What's going on, Piastol? You want to murder me again? Is that the impression we're getting here? Yeah, I remember you. It hasn't been that long. I mean, you'd get a cool ship if you managed to kill me, so... You said it. Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, you've really got to have something in mind here to keep you coming back. What do you mean? Like, me specifically, or why? What did I do? Oh. Okay, she's not going to tell us because, you know, there are 4 fights against Piastol in this game, so you can't get the whole story from one fight. Anyway, let's see what she's got. Yeah, ouch, the edge, I know. You gotta watch, you might cut yourself on all that edge. Good lord. This was before edgy OCs were really like a prolific thing on the internet, so... This is from 2000, so it was just starting to become a thing. Let's see, so probably going to want to use a Glyph of Might specifically on Vice. Let's switch to red. Oops, I went past it. There we go. Let's do a Delta Shield. My father is mowing the lawn. Do I want a Glyph of Might on anybody else? I mean, I guess I want one on Fina, because then she doesn't die in one Tempest Dance, so that's nice. And now we get to use Justice Shield, so you can hear the loudest sound effect in this game.
May righteousness be our shield. Shield of justice.
It's so loud it probably overtook the sound effects from my father mowing the lawn. Is she a time rat? Like, what the fuck? She's got an interesting look, that's for sure. Okay, well, Delta Shield will block that, so that's good. What shoes does she wear? What the fuck? Yeah, she's got, like, swords on her shoes or something, so, like, she's got those cut-edge things from Soul Calibur 3. That's just fantastic. So that's where they got the inspiration from. Okay, so this is the same as the previous fight, where you want to try to kill the dog as quickly as possible, because the dog can use Incremus, and if he uses Incremus... Well, in this case, the fight's not over because you have Justice Shield, but it makes it a hell of a lot harder, that's for sure. So we're going to try to do as much damage to him as we can while still maintaining Delta, and I think I have just enough to use Delta and Justice Shield. You know what I might do, actually, is I might use an Aura of Valor, because that would give me a lot of SP to work with, and then I wouldn't have to worry about it too much. So I think I will do that. Oh, I can't. I have to use 4. Okay, so we'll, let me see here, then. How do I want to do this? Probably want a Glyph of Might. No, you know what? Let's use a Healing Salve on Fina, because then she can kind of... It won't be like an instant KO if she gets hit, and then she can kind of start recovering a little bit. So let's have a Delta Shield go up, and then, yeah, let's use an Aura of Valor, and we'll go from there. You think you can hear the lawnmower? Yeah, apologies for that. My father decided today would be a good day to do it, and he's out there in the hottest... Well, it's not the hottest part of the day anymore, but he's out there in one of the hottest parts of the day doing it, because he was doing other stuff earlier today, so...
May righteousness be our shield. Shield of justice.
I think I'm going to skip that animation after this, because the sound effect is just, like, way too loud for that. It's like I said, it's like one of the loudest sound effects in this game, and I don't know why it's so loud, but... You get the point. The summer version of Anne Bonny and Mary Read and FGO have heals, and she's going to use them. Okay, but yeah, see, it's not too bad when you have Ducat's Tunic on and you have Justice Shield and you have the appropriate amount of HP for this point in the game. So, did I equip Ducat's Tunic on? I'm pretty sure I equipped it on everybody, so I think we'll be okay.
Let's try this.
Give me that SP! So yeah, now we're capped out, and that should make things a lot easier for us to, you know, micromanage the battle. We'll be able to use a lot of Cutlass Furies. If I had enough Moonberries, I actually would be having Vice use his final move there, but we don't have enough. However, you'll notice now that we actually have a crew special. So when you get your SP to maximum, you can use the crew special to do lots and lots of damage. You can either have your entire crew attack, which will damage the enemy and heal you depending on who's in your crew, or you can use Prophecy. And I'm not sure if I want to use Prophecy just yet, because it's kind of one of those don't use it unless it's an absolute emergency type of a dealies, so... I mean, if everybody in the chat wants to see me use Prophecy, sure, I'll use Prophecy, but, like, I'm going to try to avoid it if I can for now. It's one of those things that feels like you shouldn't use it unless it's like the, you know, the final boss fight or something. Anyway, what was I saying? Some version of Anne, Bonnie, and Mary Reed and FGO have heels, and the heel is literally the empty cuff on shackles. You've seen stranger fashion statements, yeah. I guess it's not that out there, but I don't know. It's out there to me. Okay, so Enrique got damaged, so let's use a healing salve on him. And then, may righteousness be our shield! I'm just gonna skip it. There. See? Not so loud now. Lifeblood wants me to use Prophecy. What do we think? Should we use Prophecy? I'll get the SP for it if we want to see it. That's fine by me. Actually, it should kill the dog if I, sorry, dog, but it should kill the dog if I use it next turn, now that I've used Cutlass Fury once. I don't know if I'll have enough SP, though. Okay, I almost killed the dog with Cutlass Fury. That's how weak to red he is. Don't expect that to be a common thing, because he's just very weak to red. Piastol has a lot more defense. So, yeah. Amarella's neutral, so okay waiting to see it till you're in a good place to use it, but you'd also like to see it. Okay. Well, that's a fair point. You know, we might have the Blue Rogues attack, actually. For this fight, because Piastol's going to be doing a lot of damage to us, so it might not be a bad idea to have my big heal, you know. So, but first, let's just let's get rid of the dog first, and then we'll worry about that after. Do I just Pyrum this turn with Fina? I might do that, because then I can start working on Piastol, and since that's the case, I think I want purple for her. So. Yeah, let's do this, and then we'll do a Delta Shield, and then we'll do a Pyrum, because that should take care of the dog, I think. And then we'll have Righteousness be our shield! Sorry, still gonna skip it. Just use one, Edge Lady. Yeah, she's gonna probably use Tempest Dance pretty soon, so... We're gonna have to be careful with that. I'm kind of glad that she's using just spells for right now, though. I mean, she used Tempest Dance already once, but that's okay. Alright, see if this gets rid of the dog. Yep, sure did. 59 damage to Piastol. Good fucking lord. That should show you how much damage she'll take, or the lack thereof. No, rule of cool, brosive, yeah. You mean to keep away from using Prophecy, yeah, I get you. Freeze, you always throw wrenches in my plans. Oh, that's the beauty of chat. Sometimes things just devolve into democratic bickering. And I'm here for it. Fina, is there anything I want you to do right now? How we doing on stuff here? Enrique should be fine for a little bit. I might have you use Crystallum, actually, because that should deal good damage. No, you know, she's got so much magic defense, it probably won't. Maybe I should just have you focus. I'm just going to have you focus, that's fine. Alright. Excuse me. Yes, you are a gremlin, we all know that. And you thought you were mean. Oh, shoes on the other foot now, huh? Oh boy. Ah, it's fine. Okay, Tempest Dance a Go-Go. Yeah, see, not too bad with Ducat's Tunic in hand. I might even keep these Ducat's Tunics, to be honest, because they might actually come in handy in later fights against Piastol, even though we'll have more defense by then. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, you have no idea. Marie's ready. Just give her a reason to be vindictive, and off she'll go. Oh, that's cool, though. Keep Cutlass Furying, because that's working. Keep Delta Shielding. I might want to get some healing salves on other people. Aka's probably a good idea. And just a shield. You are the streamer. You are the entire reason we are having a disagreement. Yes, and I'm here for it. I am okay with this. Discourse is good sometimes, especially when it brings me entertainment and joy. Little did all of you know, the stream was about me all along. No, that was probably pretty obvious, but there you go. Almost wish you actually did voice training this last year. Oh, you haven't been doing it. Okay. I was going to say, because you were sending me some voice clips before, and then you stopped. I mean, it's fine. If you didn't feel like doing it, that's fine. But it feels like something that, you know, I would say keep at it, because you were doing pretty good with it the last I heard, so. You're usually the girl everyone calls super sweet. You haven't seen me be truly mean or vindictive. Oh, there you go. Maybe one day. The Chaos Rule isn't that chaotic. Oh, yeah, the Chaos Rule. God, I can't even remember what that does. It's been that long since I've actually seen it in Triple Triad, so I can't even remember what it does. I would have to look that one up. Now listen up, you little frostbite. He uses prophecy or we're going to have a happy little accident. Oh, boy. No one ever calls you super sweet, Iracaf? Well, I'll call you super sweet. I don't even know you, and I think you're the sweetest person I know, besides Marie. But yes, hello, Iracaf. Welcome to the stream. We're fighting Piastol number 2. I have Ducat's Tunics on everybody, so this battle's going fairly smoothly. The damage is very manageable. I don't have the final move for Vice yet, final super move for him yet, though, so I'm just kind of chipping away, as you can see. Couple more Cutlass Furies, though, and we should be done. Oh, random place order, but it feels very unrandom. Oh, okay, so, like, you... Okay, I think I understand what you mean by that. Like, random place order is, like, you, Does it choose where you can put your cards for you, or is it, like, they give you cards, and it's not up to you what card you get? Is that the case? I could be wrong. Let's see. Chaos makes it just force you to play cards however it wants. Chaos isn't chaotic, it's annoying. There you go. I can use plus here, game. No, you can't. Yeah, the game does take plus away from you. In Final Fantasy VIII especially, it takes plus away from you quite a bit, so. She's a minor annoyance, that's all here. Yeah, and I was under the impression, because a lot of speedrunners, excuse me, will tell you this is the hardest Piastol fight. I'm more thinking that the third Piastol fight's going to be the toughest one, because she adds a new move to her arsenal. It's a super move that deals damage to everyone, and it's not considered magic, so Delta Shield doesn't block it. So it's going to be... I think that, combined with Tempest Dance, is going to make things a little tougher, so... He's right next to the window, by the way, now, so if you hear the lawnmower outside, that's why. So. But yeah, this is the gist of fighting with Enrique in your party. You basically just turtle. It's kind of not my cup of tea most times, but hey, if it works against the super bosses, then there you go. But this is how every fight in the game would go. If I was to fight the Legends bosses right now, it would just be this, over and over and over and over again, and letting them damage me, so... Excuse me. Let's see. Chooses which you can place out of your hand. Oh, okay, instead of freely picking. I see. Okay. Yeah, that is just annoying. The ego on you. No one calls me super sweet. Oh, I don't even know you, but I'm declaring that everyone else you know is wrong about you. Yes, because they are wrong. You can be sweet if you want. Don't let them tell you no different. See, I was sweet enough to rob Piastol of her existence in this mortal coil. We got 8 magic EXP. I'm on my way to Crystalline, like just like that. Also 4,000 experience almost. Oh, you meant freeze. Okay, gotcha. There you go. Here you go. People usually treat you like an angel. It's funny because the people close to you know. Yeah, we got her. Nice. If we leveled up past level 30 with anyone, by the way, I'm pretty sure she would have leveled up again, and she would have been like level 35, so the fight would have been quite a bit harder. So I'm glad we didn't. That's why I wanted to do it now. Well, that was fast. Got all of an NPC's 4 cards in like under 10 minutes. Yeah, nice. That's cool. Oh, we did get a new follow. I completely missed it. Iracaf, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't. You know what? It might be because the lawnmower's going off, so I didn't hear the follower notification pop off on my stream, so maybe that's why. My bad. Because you already know that the second coming of the devil, I swear to God. That's okay. Just means more fun for us mortals on Earth with her. Because you haven't been training like we have, I guess. Yeah, and also, what do you mean? Yeah, we were children. What could we have possibly done as kids to cause you so much anguish that you would run after us for 7 years? And also, couldn't you have just, like, found us on Pirate Isle, like, not very long ago? Like, it's not like there's a sky rift between us and Pirate Isle. Okay. Bye, edgy lady. Yeah, she's still not going to tell us what the deal is there. So that's fine, I guess. Oh, I forgot to mention, we got new music on the world map with the Delphinus now that we beat Gregorio. Yeah, so it just started because we beat Gregorio, so that's cool. Okay, but I think we've done everything that I wanted to do side quest-wise for right now, so we'll just stop off and rest at the inn. I'll buy a few items because there's a few items that I just used up, and then after that, we'll head for the Dark Rift and get sucked into a black hole, essentially. And then, ideally, we'll make it to the other side and end up in the Far East. Yeah, victory screech! You go by Raka because that is a billion times as cute and also easier to say. Gotcha. So I will refer to you as Raka. There you go. Good choice. It is cuter. Yeah, I'll refer to you as Raka. I appreciate the nickname, and I will refer to you as such. Vice stole her lollipop when they were young. Yeah, something like that. It's going to be something dumb, isn't it? No, actually, I'm pretty sure I remember what it is, and it's not dumb, but well, we'll get there. Oh, yeah, I looked up the use for the fish in the game, and as it turns out, 90% of them are useless, so I'm going to sell most of them now. You want to keep gruel, and you want to keep a type of fish that we can't get until we get to the Far East. Once you get the Aberic Cham for those 10 Sky Sardies that we traded in before, you don't need those anymore, so you can just trade those. Oh, we have them, actually. So keep these Romu High fish. Keep those, and then keep gruel, which we have 35 of. And actually, I think we might be able to do something with the gruel right now, so I'll see if I can go demonstrate. Figures, the ones that are worth the most money are the ones that I have to keep. That's just great. We don't need this Sword of Ducat, so we can sell that. What else have we got? We got these naval uniforms, but those are worse than Ducat's tunics, so let's just get rid of those. These are still good, so we'll hold on to those. She didn't attack me physically at all in that fight, did she? Maybe next time I won't use the Gems of Fluidity, because if she's not going to attack me physically, I don't need them, so... Alright, well, the Warrior's Heart would have been nice for that fight, but that's okay. No big deal. And then... oh yeah, I got to equip that 12-inch cannon and the heavy armor deck. Those will both come in handy, so might as well. I'm going to sell this Shredder Bomb. I don't think I'm going to use it. It's just kind of there. Oh yeah, and the Crystal Ball. We can sell that too, because that was the item that Osmond got us from the... that their battleship fight. So not worth too much, but hey, it's a little extra money in my pocket, so I might as well. Alright, let's buy some items, and then we'll head off. You know, we can buy Sacralin crystals now, so I don't even think I'm going to buy Sacres crystals. I'll just leave them, or Sacres, Sacres, Sacri, Sacres, Sacrum, Sacrulin, there you go, or Sacralin. I don't know how to pronounce these words. I don't speak Arcadian. Alright, anyway, Glyphs of Might will top off on, Healing Salves will top off on. And I think that's it. Let's see here. I missed a little chat. Let's see. God, this roll sucks. Swap Chaos Dissension. Boy, that does sound like pain. I don't even know what half of those things mean, and it does sound like pain. Only 2 cards to win off this NPC at least. Okay, well that's good at least. The rolls keep changing. It had plus that time, not Dissension. Last one is Roulette then. Okay, yeah, match rolls Roulette. You love FF8 and you shouldn't. It's like candy. It's bad for you. It's, I mean, I enjoy, like I said before, you didn't get here when I was talking about Triple Triad before. I enjoy it, but I'm really bad at it after Disc 1. It just doesn't, it just doesn't agree with me, so. Can we just go through the Dark Storm already? Yes, yeah. I will, equip my stuff and then we'll head through. Yep. I will not waste your time any longer. Miracle Robe. Warrior's Heart. There we go. And then you had the Moondust Ring. And then you just had your Imperial Crest. Do I want this instead? Nah, not really. And then you had your coat. And we want the coat on him because the coat gives him the 10 extra hits, so then he'll have over 100% hit rate. It's pretty nice for him. So, how many Moonberries do we have anyway? 1, okay. From that one fight that we did. Well, we'll get, I think, 2 more in the Dark Rift, so that should be nice. How's the 12-inch cannon anyway? No, it's better than the advanced cannon with less hit rate, but less SP use. You really only need 1 main gun, if I'm honest. I usually like having more secondary cannons, which means eventually Kazim's going to fall off because he's not going to be as good as the other gunner that you can get. I have a conniption with the other gunner, but we'll talk about that when we recruit her. So don't worry about that for now. Alright, anyway, this compound deck is not as good, so let's just get the heavy armor deck going. Sell the stuff, and then off we'll go. I mean, the storm that people say drives you insane, you definitely don't speak Arcadian. Took you an hour to know what a chom was, yeah. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We know what they do, it's fine. But yeah, so we'll head through the storm in just a moment. And as it turns out, it's actually one of my favorite areas in the game. You'll know why if you've been here for a little while, like as soon as we go in, why it's one of my favorites. But yeah, we'll get there. I think I'm going to keep that stuff. I think it'll be okay. Let's get rid of the advanced cannon and the compound deck, though. We don't need those anymore. Alright. And might equip the Ghost Mail, but other than that, I think we're good to go. Let's head to the Dark Rift. Actually, I'm going to equip the Ghost Mail, but I'm also going to equip the white map so we can get there a little faster. So let's do that. Ghost Mail. And white map. Holy shit, is there a dramatic music change? Yeah, I guess I forgot to mention that. Lifeblood mentioned it, I think, in the last episode as well. When you're in the menus, the music is significantly softer than it is when you are out of the menu. So sometimes you'll like exit the menu at the time when the music swells, and all of a sudden it'll be like a big gain boost in your ear. So apologies for that if it did, but yeah. You used to be obsessed with Fujin. You had an emote for her and everything. Ah, yeah, Fujin, yeah. The one that, she's the one that says everything in, like, caps and only, like, one-word sentences usually, right? It's been a little while, so I don't quite remember. Yeah, because of the music, yeah. So the music swelled when we exited the menu, and that's why, yep. Why'd you suddenly remember the spoiler music from Golden Sun Dark Dawn? That's a good question. I don't have any familiarity with it, so I couldn't tell you why. Ah, there's the Fujin emote. Okay, yeah, there we go. See, I forgot she had an eye patch. I think that's just because most of my original frame of reference for Fujin was from Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, I didn't play Final Fantasy VIII before I played Kingdom Hearts 2, so I always look at her and see the eye patch, and I'm like, wait a minute, she has an eye patch? Yes, she does, actually, and she did in 8. It's just that they took it away from her because she was younger in Kingdom Hearts 2. So, yeah, it always trips me up, but yeah, it's a cool emote. Alright, I gotta go a little more south. Closer to south, straight south. As a matter of fact, now it is straight south, or just about. 90% of the time is the reason you hang out somewhere. There you go, because of the... You know why now. It would fit where you're flying. Okay, because... Okay, so that's why you remember the music. I gotcha. You will go off on a tangent, but you're at work and distracted now. Oh, that's okay. Don't let me distract you there, Raka. Go ahead and take care of work, and then you can come back, and we'll be here. We'll be chatting, but take care of work first. That's more important. All right, so... Let's see what wants to fight me today. Oh, okay, that's a Pyrum, and they're dead. Yeah, let's stick with yellow. That's fine. Try to hit the Aridzu while we're at it. I don't know, just throw things at it, I guess. Use a Pyrum. And, there we go. That's fine. This, by the way, is why I used the, some of the seeds that I've been using on Fina to give her more quick and agile, because that'll determine her. See, I don't know, like, the battle mechanics FAQs online say that the quick stat is what determines your turn order.
That was easy.
Which would mean Quicka would actually be somewhat useful because it would let you stack the turn order in your favor. But in my opinion, I feel like Agile in some way also determines it, because Eika quite literally always goes first, and her Agile is through the freaking roof, so... And I mean, maybe that's just me, and I'm, you know, not understanding the mechanics, but I gotta imagine there's something there. Like, other than that, what else does Agile even do? You know? Excuse me. Alright, I think the rift is over here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, who's ready to get sucked into a black hole? Here we go. The Dark Rift. Everybody ready? Not too seasick, Enrique? Yeah, no, you don't have a choice. So we're gonna have to do this. We talking about one of those little fairies in Kingdom Hearts 2? No, that's the protagonist from Final Fantasy X-2. Cypher's gang in Kingdom Hearts 2 has Fujin and Raijin in them, because they're the ones from Final Fantasy VIII. Cypher, Fujin, and Raijin. So... You're the only person who works themselves too much and doesn't usually watch streams or play games while working, even though you totally could. No, I get that, because sometimes I do that too, so... It's understandable. Well, if you're gonna get over your air sickness, this is the place to do it, because, well, here we go. So yes, this is a ship dungeon. It's one of a few in the game. I think there's only a couple, actually, in the game, but inside of the Dark Rift, you fly around on your ship as if you were walking on land. And there are save points and everything, as you can see here, so... No, I don't get it. Yeah, I mean, you probably work harder than I do, especially since most of my jobs, like, I couldn't be doing other things because it was, like, customer-facing, so, like, I couldn't be on the computer looking at other stuff, mostly because the internet at work was shit, but, you know. Alright, ready for a cool image? Hang on, I'm gonna actually turn off chat on screen so I can get the thumbnail for this. Check this out, hang on. There we go. Alright, let's go through the vortex. What in the world could be waiting for me on the other side of this? It's like going through a portal to another world. But on the other side... Whoa, wait a minute, hold on. How is this moss here? Yeah. See why I like this area, though? It's like... depressing Alice in Wonderland, kind of. It's like you go through the portal and you're like, no, there can't be anything in here, right? It's a giant tornado. And then you get in here and there's like alien shit growing in here. It's so weird. So, you're a workaholic, you get it from your mom and she got it from her mom. Oh boy, it runs in the family. That's the worst because that's the hardest to get rid of. Yeah, it's pretty silent in here until the music picks up a little bit when you go through the vortex, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa. What happened? Yeah, this place is so cool. I love it. Again, one of my favorite areas in the game, so... these ships, these derelict ships in here, are basically the treasure chests of the dungeon, so you'll get items from them if you go up to them, so that's why we're going to look for them. There's some moss armor. That's actually an upgrade to Enrique's coat. It's in the same line of items that Enrique had there. It's also technically considered regal armor, and Fina can wear regal armor. So it's the same as that one robe that she had that gave her extra hit and dodge. But it's really nice for Enrique because it gives him extra hit percentage, and his rapiers have 95% hit rate. So yes, he won't have like 100% chance to hit if you don't use that. So I usually keep him in stuff like the Moss Armor for the remainder of the game because even though it doesn't give him the best physical defense, it's very solid for his accuracy. So, alright, there's one down here as well. Yep, there it is. That ship was large, yeah. That was probably like one of the expedition ships that came through after Valua came through. So, I forget if there's a point in here where you see any Valuan derelict ships. Probably, but I'm not sure. That was a cage to nobody portal, yeah, something like that. Probably won't have kids, so it dies with you. Yeah, I get that. It's unfortunate, but yeah, I get that. Alright, what do we got in here? I know there's an enemy in the area here that can use Eterniz on you, which Eterniz is the upgrade of Eterni. It has the same not hit percentage, but it has the same chance of inflicting instant death on you as Eterni, but it hits all party members. So, Aka's gonna need to use Delta Shield in here. A fair amount, actually. What do I want to use here? I think I'm gonna stick with blue, actually, for a little bit. Vice, you can just guard. And Aka, you can use Delta Shield. Fina, why don't you use Pyrum? And Enrique, just guard, that's fine. Yeah, I don't remember which enemy uses Eterniz. I think there's only one in here that uses Eterniz, but I'm going to use Delta Shield until I find it, basically. So. And Fina will one-hit KO, like, everything in here. I'm pretty sure there's nothing in here that's, like, a large enemy in terms of HP, like those groupers or those slots. So. Oh, it's the post-game from EO1 and Untold. Yeah, it's, I don't know, maybe the enemies have less HP than the post-game dungeons, but yeah, it's not much fun.
That was fun.
Just ignore Aka, it's not much fun. No, it's fun when we don't get blasted by Eterniz, there you go. Maybe I should work on green again, because Fina's almost done with green, actually, so... Maybe I should work on yellow, because she can get to Electrum. Well, I'll worry about that later, let's work on blue for now. Does anyone in this chat want kids, like, for real? So, I'm kind of... I mentioned it before, I'm kind of on the fence about the idea. I definitely know I don't want to have kids yet, obviously, because, like, I can't self-sustain because I don't have a recurring income. I don't have a significant other, and, yeah, that would be a bit of a problem, too, so... Yeah, so I'm not at the point in my life where I could say I want kids. Maybe one day, but not yet. So, you know, I might give this to Fina, actually, because now that Aka's doing more support stuff, Fina's going to be the one that really needs all the MP. I don't remember if she maxes out on MP later on in the game, but she might. Oh, yeah, the poison breath thing. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that. Yeah, enemy used poison breath. Everyone got poison, including the guy wearing the 98% poison resist accuracy. Turn ends. Everyone takes fucking 600 damage and dies from full. Fun! Got ambushed on that turn, too, so it was a turn 0 wipe. Yeah, so it was an SMT wipe, yep. Oh, I know that one well. Alright, do we still have the white map on, by the way? I might want to switch that off, because we can afford to get into a few fights here. I want the magic EXP. I don't need the levels so much, but the magic EXP is nice. Well, actually, I shouldn't even say that. I do need the levels for fighting Piastol 3, which is, I think, available after the Blue Moon Crystal section, and she's level 35 in that fight, so... Yeah, she's a little tougher. Not by too much, but a little tougher. Oh, there's one. And there's a portal out of here over there, too, so we'll check that out in a sec. Ah, a Dream Cutlass. Nice. That's actually an upgrade for Vice as well, so we'll get some decent equipment in here. Yeah, as you can see. So, yeah, again, I don't know why they would give you the Sword of Ducat in Esperanza, because you can't really... You can leave Esperanza immediately after getting the Moonfish without activating Gregorio, but even if you do that, it's like 45 minutes later, the Sword of Ducat is no longer useful. So I don't really understand that one. Is there anything down here? No. Other than Deep Sky, no, there is nothing down there. Alright, but here's the next vortex, so... Excuse me. You don't even want to have a significant other. Far from kids. Yeah, there you go. Just you, yourself, and you all the time, right? That's a way. That's, you know, it's a viable way to live. I'm not going to knock it. Hell, I live like that right now, so... I can't really knock it. I'm trying it at the moment, and it's, you know, it's okay. I can skip Delta Shield. This is a regular battle.
Move! Get me straight!
Alright, show him your will, Fina. Oh my god, 600 damage. Yeah, those guys were weak to that, so that explains a lot.
In utter victory.
So, if you were wondering if this was going to get harder after this, I mean, there is a boss fight later on in the dungeon, but, no, I'm pretty sure... Oh my fucking god! I'm pretty sure everything in here dies to 1 Pyrum from Fina. That is a 1% drop, and it's one of the best accessories in the game. How the fuck... God, first the Mace Hand, now the goddamn Constitution Gem? Are you kidding me, Skies of Arcadia? Okay, so, you know how we have those Gems of Fluidity? And those protect us against stone, right? So, the Constitution Gem is the ribbon of this game. It prevents every status effect in the game, including instant death. And it gives you 10 defense and magic defense. So, yeah, Enrique, here you go. You get 1 guaranteed in the game from the Moonfish quest. I think you get it from the 18th Moonfish, which is like the next one. So you can't get it before you go to Yafutoma. But, yeah, I think you get 1 guaranteed. No, I know you get 1 guaranteed. But I was going to give that one to Gilder, but now we have another one, so I guess I'll just give it to Enrique. That's fine. Basically, Vice and Aka are going to keep their stuff forever. The Ancient Bracer and the Warrior's Heart, they're going to have those forever. I was originally going to give Enrique a different accessory that we also get from the Moonfish quest, and Fina is probably just going to have whatever gives her the most will, even though it doesn't really help her in certain boss fights, like the super boss fights. But, yeah, so I guess I'll just give that to Enrique. Yeah, I was going to give him another accessory from the Moonfish quest when we came back from Yafutoma, but oh, wow, okay. Now we're starting to look like a rift. What is this stuff? Some weird dark moon rocks. Yeah, so the lore behind the this area is that this is where the black moon is supposed to be showing up. And this is how you know, because here's the black moonstone. This rare black moonstone holds tremendous power. It can turn positive energy into negative and vice versa, but a practical application for this ability has not been found. There are rumors of a lost black moon, but the truth remains unknown. There is some sick lore going on in the Dark Rift. I don't know how much of a spoiler it really is. That's where we came from right there, so let's go this way first. Because I think there's another one over here. Yeah, I think one of those is the way to go, so we'll go there next. But the lore behind the Black Moon has always been really interesting to me. I have a theory about where it is, and I think, honestly, it's like underneath the Dark Rift. Like, I'm under the assumption that there were originally 7 moons, and the Black Moon was one of them. It was the 7th moon. And I think the Sylvites were kind of fucking around with, like, technology to the point where they weren't sure what was going to happen, and they accidentally crashed the Black Moon into the planet. So that's my headcanon for what happened to the Black Moon, and that's why you see all these Black Moonstones just hovering around here. And it's also, of course, why there's a gigantic hurricane spanning across the entire planet that no one can figure out why it's there. So that's my headcanon. I don't know if that makes any sense. And they might even bring it up later on in the game when we start thinking more about what the Sylvites did. But, yeah, that's my headcanon, so there you go. Yeah, called it. You don't freak out for nothing. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, that was a definite, like, worthy of freaking out for the Constitution Gem, because, Jesus. Yeah, the literal fuck are these? Yeah, it's one of those runs where I just get all the luck. This place is pretty cool. Lore is always cool. Yeah, Black Hole Sun, won't you come? There you go, Sephico. There's the reference we were looking for. And hello, Sephico, how you doing? Welcome back. We're in the Dark Rift. This place is fucking cool. I love it. It's actually, quite like I said, one of my favorite areas in the game. It's just so bizarre. Like, look at this place. It just doesn't look like... It looks so alien compared to everything else in Arcadia. So I don't know, I'm popping off, but it's like, I love this place. It's fantastic. It just looks so cool. And it's just this dead place, you know, where nothing survives. So you wouldn't think that it would look so cool, but it sure does. Why can't I get this? Oh, because I wasn't on top of it. There's some sacrum crystals. Those are memories sealed in these stones. You're probably right, Lifeblood. There probably was a Black Moon civilization at one point, and, well, they're not here anymore. Yeah, the sealed and or lost black color magic. Yeah, we don't get access to black magic in this game, unfortunately. I think it'd be interesting, because it almost sounds like magnet magic, which would explain why they accidentally crashed the moon, because if it acts like a magnet, yeah, that wouldn't work too well. Like, let's say they changed the polarity on the planet. Oops! We destroyed the... We put a gigantic impact crater in the planet. Our bad. Oh, boy. Woke up not too long ago. Just grabbing a coffee. There you go. That'll work. That should, you know, perk you up a little bit. Davy Jones Space Locker? Pretty much, yeah. Essentially. I don't know if there are any Sylvites down here, but yeah, essentially. Pyramagogo. You'd rather sealed. Lost reminds you too much of Familiar of Zero and goddamn Void Element. I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. Void Element sounds cool just in general, so... Oh yeah, I didn't check the item description on the Dream Cutlass, did I? I should check that, because it's actually kind of... You remember how I was making a fuss about Ramirez's weapon being able to cut through light? Yeah, so the Dream Cutlass has a rumor about it that it can supposedly rip through the fabric of reality and make dreams come true. Like, this shit's just ridiculous at this point. I don't even, like, we're reaching levels of anime that I didn't think was possible. Oh, boy. Anyway. Oh, this is an actual area? There's a person in here! Holy shit. Dude, are you okay? Hi. Oh, there's a diary on the desk. I've lost count of the days, no, years, since we were shipwrecked here in the Dark Rift. Sorry I'm just reading this in front of you, man. I hope you don't mind. I don't even remember where we were headed. All of my shipmates have died. I am the only one left. I often wonder why I don't just let go and join them, but there's something holding me back, keeping me going. I can't remember. I can't remember anything. I don't even know my own name. I think I remember that I have a wife and a daughter. Damn, why can't I remember? I feel so empty. I feel like something is missing. But it matters no more. I'm doomed to die here in these swirling clouds of death. I've sealed my own fate for whatever foolish reason. So that's your hint as to who you should bring in here. Oh, he's got a chest. Hope you don't mind if I grab that too. There's our second moonberry. Your hint as to who this guy is. Because if you come in here without a certain crew member, he just won't talk to you. But if you come in here with a certain crew member, you get a little more dialogue. So we'll talk about who that crew member is in a second. So how come Void is pretty often purple colored? I don't know. Purple's like what, the highest frequency on the electromagnetic spectrum? Is it the... No, because black is the combination... No. Black is the absence of all colors. I remember physics, and white is the combination of all of them. So, I don't know why the void... Like, you think of a void and it's like stagnation, right? So I don't know why the void would be purple colored when it's like the most hippity-hoppity of all of the electromagnetic spectrum wavelengths, but I don't know, maybe people just associate it with it. It's like a collective consciousness thing from movies, right? Because a lot of movies have convinced us that we know what lions roaring sounds like, when in reality, most of the lions that you've heard in movies are actually tigers. Look it up. That's actually real. You can check that out. It's very interesting how they used that and kind of created this false reality where lions actually sound impressive when they roar. If you've ever heard an actual lion roar, it's like wait a minute, this doesn't feel real. So. Imagine a world that uses the 4 classical elements, and they somehow lost the ability to use a 5th element. That's essentially super magic. I feel like that's been done in an RPG that I've played, but I don't remember which one it is. Your mind, your memory, it too has become void, yeah, basically. Blue or purple are hard to parse for the mind. Yeah, maybe. Maybe they're like the darkest color-ish. The closest to black on the color wheel. Or at least they can get to black easier than other colors. I don't know. You don't know your own name, sir? Let's get back to this gentleman who we just found shipwrecked in here. Well, that's no good. Yeah, just a little bit of... He took a little bit of a knock on the head, huh? Yeah, so Polly is the crew member that we actually needed to recruit for this. So if you went and recruited her before you came into the Dark Rift, you get some more dialogue. Because this is her husband. Robinson, yeah. So, I guess I'm glad he's alive, and you get closure, and it's the best kind of closure where you get to reunite with him, even though he doesn't remember you. Rack that brain of yours, Robinson. Maybe don't do it in a way that makes you look like you're in pain, but... Well, he remembers. That's good. Well, I mean, yeah, you kind of left them all alone to go do God knows what here and got sucked into a black hole. Aww. That's so sweet. What are you trying to say, man? Wah, wah. Yes, that's us. Well, I'm glad you guys got to have the sweet reunion that you were looking for. She's actually a pretty good cook. We didn't get the chance to see it yet, but if we go to the bridge, we can see what she can cook with one of the items we have. And yeah, Robinson will actually join us as a crew member. So. Well, good. I'm not going to go easy on you, but I'm glad that you're still, you know, in ship shape. So he'll join your crew as your second sailor. So if you don't like Marco, you can just tag Marco out and have him be on standby while Robinson does the stuff. So. You're still on the little jack, huh, Vice? Can never let that go. Alright, let's go back to the Delphinus. Yeah, sir, take a shower and you're hired. Poor tigers, denied their jobs on the big screen, yeah. Yeah, it is, it's Polly's husband. Yep, so that was the gist of that one. There was another ship, wasn't there? I gotta, like, zoom out a little bit, because I thought there was another one. Is there anything here? No. Maybe it was up further? Or was that just Robinson's ship and I'm just crazy? I think that's what it was. It was just Robinson's ship and I'm crazy. Maybe there's something up here, though. Because this is, like, all the way up. I think there's at least... I know there's at least the one discovery in here, which is the Black Moonstone, but, there might be more. I guess not in this case, though. The moss is breathing. And, like, heartbeat-looking breathing. That's just great. Alright, now the next two sets of portals, I don't actually know which one is the correct way and which one's not. But if we see a save point, that will mean we've gone to the in the correct direction, so... What was he eating all this time? So judging by the fact that he had some fish over there, he was either eating the remaining supplies from when he was shipwrecked, or he was catching fish that drifted into the Dark Rift, because there are fish around here. I just don't remember if they're on that screen or not, so... You are crazy, yeah, that's okay. Sane is overrated anyway. Alright. Do some blasting. I don't even know which of these guys would have been the one to give me a Constitution gem. Probably the fish-looking ones, if I had to guess, but... one of them does. Are you sure he wasn't eating the other crewmates? Boy, that's gonna be a trip and a half. Maybe I should keep him on standby just in case. Oh boy. Yeah, someone says, insanity sucks, embrace chaos. There you go. It's more fun, right? Alright. So let's pick a door, any door. Okay, that's the Black Moonstone. Are there 2 doors? Yes, there are 2 doors. Alright, which door do we go through? Who wants left? Who wants right? Because one of these is the correct direction, and one of them is not. Also, one of them looks to be pulsating with color, but that could just be the fact that this looks like a prism and it's like refracting light onto it or something. I don't know. It's been years. There never in the world have enough resources. You mean for Robinson? I mean, it's possible, yeah. Maybe he was living on sheer force of will. You're half convinced you were actually crazy. Oh, don't worry about it, Lifeblood. It's fine. Like I said, sanity's overrated. Marie abstains. Lifeblood says to the right. Sefiko says, go on the one that's playing the Lost Woods theme. Yeah, that's actually a fair point, yeah. That will tell us where to go, so. And Raka's back. Welcome back, Raka. Lifeblood said right, so let's go right. I'm not sure what's above the clouds there, but I could definitely see some sort of a formation above there, so. Anyone said anything to you? You missed it. That's okay, Raka. I would have to go back and look in chat and see if anybody mentioned anything to you. Oh, we're getting even weirder in here now. The whole place is moss. It's moss all the way down. But, yeah, welcome back. We're just, we found Robinson already, so we're just pyraming our way to victory in here at the moment. Excuse me. I gave Fina a bunch of, what are those, Dexus seeds? Dexus seeds? The ones that give you quick. So she's, quite a bit faster than normal, and she should get her... She's usually the second one to go in battle, so... Of course, at this point, all the enemies are going faster than us, but that's okay.
Move! Give me strength!
So this is where the missing socks in my dryer go. Yeah, there you go. They do go missing sometimes, don't they? I don't even know where the hell they would go in that. I mean, I would imagine they just, like, get sucked into the bottom of the dryer or something, but, like, this is way cooler of a theory of where the socks go. So. Alright, and Fina's almost up to... Did she get Slippery yet? I don't know. I think she's working on Slippery right now. Once we get Wevlum, I'm going to kind of be like, okay, I think we're good for now in terms of, like, blue magic. And then once we get Electrum, I'll be good for yellow magic. I mean, we could go up to, like, Wevlen and Electrolen, but we probably won't need them. This is why I used an Aura of Valor in the Piastol fight, by the way, because I knew we were going to get another one in here, so... Yeah, there you go. Nothing down there by the looks of it. Yeah, this place is just so unlike every other place in Arcadia. Like, nothing ever looks like this for the remainder of the game, and it's just so... I could just gush about it by saying the same things over and over again for quite a while, so I hope nobody minds. I'm just going to guard so we can Rain of Swords next turn, because these guys are just going to be a bunch of dicks if I don't take any damage from my magic. Next thing you know, there's a flying swordfish. I think there actually are flying swordfish in this game. I don't remember where you find them, but I'm pretty sure there are. Well, we'll look at some point. I'm just going to attack in case I don't kill them. Yes, call your allies so I can blow them up with my swords. To be honest, you walk the fine line between being sane and being crazy. Going back to that, it's why you redefined both terms for yourself a while back. Yeah, and that's the thing about both of those terms, right, is that they're very subjective based on the perspective of the person saying them, so... That's why it's overrated, because it's like, you're going to get a different answer from everybody, you know, depending on what their worldview is, so... That's why I don't really put much stock into it. Underpants gnomes are always mentioning your unmentionables. Oh, they should slow up on that, then. They're rebels. Oh my, well, I guess if they're being a rebel, that's fine. As long as you don't mind them mentioning your unmentionables.
We did it!
I don't really think I'm keen on mentioning anyone's unmentionables, so... I'll leave that to the professionals, right? Okay, yeah, she got Slipera. Wevlum is a little bit of a ways away, actually, then, because she needs, like, 200 Magic EXP to get that. Alright, well, I'll think about that. Maybe we'll switch back to yellow for a little bit. Even though yellow will be pretty good when we get to Yafutoma, because it's where the Blue Moon Crystal is, so... Ah, there's the other Moonberry. All right, so we haven't had a chance yet to check this out, but now we can actually get it because I got a Moonberry as a drop. Vice, are you ready to get your final move? You are not, because I don't have enough Moonberries. Maybe it's 4. Okay, that's fine. We'll get another Moonberry soon enough anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. I forgot that it was 4. I thought it was 3. Oh, well. It's fine. Or maybe he's not a high enough level for it yet? I don't know if that's a caveat, but... Well, anyway. Is this an updraft? Well, it's not an updraft, but it is supposed to indicate that there's something up here for me. Ah. There we go, another treasure chest. Uh-oh. It's a Zivelin Bane chest. How the fuck did he even get here? There is lore behind Zivelin Bane, by the way. It's not just, like, I keep saying, how the fuck did he even get here? But, like, there is a reason why he's able to get here. Is he still red? He is still red. Alright, well, we're going to work on Crystalline again. So... I think he's basically just the same as he always was. He'll use, like, Blast and stuff like that, so... Do I want to buff up for this fight? No, not really, to be honest. I might want to give a Glyph of Might to Fina, though, because she could use it for Blast, so... And I might even have Enrique use one on Eika as well, just because they've got the lowest HP, so... But let's just blast away with Cutlass Fury. Yeah, and yet you've made me mention your unmentionables like 5 times. You are powerful. There you go. The line between genius and madness is thin. Yes, lots of geniuses across history would say you are 100% correct about that. So, yeah, womp womp. Is there no place this guy will be? Oh, he goes a lot of places, that's for sure. He's very well traveled, evidently.
This should work.
Just define it this way, crazy people know the difference between right and wrong and manage to watch themselves teetering on the balance. Sane people are boring, and sane people know the difference between right and wrong, but no longer give a damn. Yeah, there you go. That's a fair assessment, I think. So, wow, he's tanky as fuck. Good lord. Look at all that not getting killed that he's doing. Alright, Glyph of Might to Go-Go. Well, let's give one to Vice with Eika, because then she'll probably be able to actually get it in time, so... Why don't you focus, actually? And then, Enrique, you can give yourself a Glyph of Might, sure. I'm going to try to get Lunar Blessing off, I think, at some point, but it's going to take a little bit. Because that should help us handle the... Well, I guess I could just throw Sacrum Crystals and, you know, like, cut out the middleman, basically. Vice went first. That's unfortunate. Who's this on? Ah, okay. That's fine. Oh, the stream's cutting out a ton for you, so you're going to refresh. Let me see what my frame drop is. I have dropped a few frames, yes. I've dropped 917 frames, so I apologize for that. That's just my internet being my internet. So. I thought for a second it said 9,170, and I was going to be like, holy hell, what happened? Somebody cut a wire? No, it was just 917. We can do a Lunar Blessing this turn, actually, so I might... you know what? I might just use Sacre's Crystal. That should be enough, and then start working him over with, like, Crystalline. So... You know what? Let's let Fina do the Sacred... or the Crystalline, because she'll do more damage. So... Especially with all the will that she's got. Do I use Justice Shield, or do I use... I think I'm going to use Royal Blade, actually, because that should do a little bit more damage, just to try to do a little more.
Let's try this.
Get him done quicker. Guess you're insane, because actually really give no damn about right or wrong. Holding to the law because you don't like jail. That's not insanity, though. That's an ethical... That's actually, if I remember right, an ethical view on the law, or... Not an ethical view, Is it modern and postmodern? God, I forget. I was a psychology major. I should remember this shit. It's where you obey the law because you're afraid of jail is like... It's like not... You're not questioning the law and, you know, manipulating it to your own ends, which is like post or something like that. I forget. I shouldn't even say anything because I don't even remember how this works. But there is a specific psychological... reason for what you're saying, basically. Oh, we have a bot. Let's get rid of the bot. There we go. Yeah, the frames drop. We're over 9,000! I was going to go more Vegeta with that, but I couldn't because I felt my voice crackling in the back of my throat, and I was like, no, I'm going to cough if I do this, so... Oh, a Piranha Seed. I don't even know what that does. And for defeating Zivil and Bane in here, we get a Chalice of Blood. Sorry if that was really loud. I just felt the need, and off I went. Alright, Sacrum Agogo. There we go, that should be enough. Let's see here. How's that major helping out in life? I mean, the further away I get from it, the more I don't remember how it's supposed to work. So I guess it's not... Oh, it's power by 3. Well, Vice, here you go. So I guess it's not working how it's supposed to. But, I mean, it's interesting because it allows you to kind of see a little bit more into why people do the things that they do. Even if I don't necessarily remember everything I should about why they do what they do. There's nothing else up here. Okay. Now we just need to see if there's an exit in here. If there is, that's fine. If not, then Lifeblood chose the correct path. That's where we came in from. And I am not seeing an exit, so back we go. Lifeblood, you chose the correct path. That was the way that we were not supposed to go. Which means that's where we want to go because that's where all the treasure is. Oh yeah, my title changed again. Yeah, I'm Vice the Daring now. Well, that's cool. I don't even know why it changed, but that's cool. Oh, back attack. Alright. Let's see what they've got. See if we get Eternized. If we do, then... Well, Enrique will be okay. Is that ethical pragmatism? That sounds kind of right, maybe? Maybe I should look it up just so I can kind of get a an impression of what I'm trying to say. So I don't just sound as obnoxious, that was a bad joke, as this Noxus plant. At least you can show people a nice certificate, yeah. I guess that's true, yeah. For all the fat lot of good that does me. Guess you won't get no free therapy from me. So, I mean, I could offer free therapy, but it wouldn't be professional therapy, so it wouldn't really do most of you much good. And that's not me being rude. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna get therapy, make sure you get it from a professional so that it's not like you, so that you can actually figure out, okay, this is why I feel the way I feel, and this is how I can correct it, you know? So... Not much more daring than a guy that jumps into a void hole. Yeah, that's true. That's a fair point. Alright, can either Fina or Vice get their turn, please? So I can leave, please? I no longer want to be here. Thank you, Fina.
Give me strength.
You majored in psychology, which has not helped your career at all, but it makes you real good at manipulation. Yay! I mean, hey, that can work. Should go into sales then, because you get to manipulate a lot of people. It's funny that I should mention that because my only jobs thus far in my life have been in customer service, so hey, there you go. That's manipulating. Well, I try not to manipulate people. I try to use my powers for good. I should switch off of purple because we don't really need that right now. Probably switch back to blue until Vice and Aka get whatever they're working on, and then I guess I can go back to yellow. Isn't that why we're here? Soothing gameplay and unprofessional help. I mean, that's fair, yeah. I'm glad that... see, I'm just glad that everybody finds the gameplay soothing, because sometimes I'm worried that all of the things, the obnoxious things that come out of my mouth will make it so people don't like the gameplay, because it's like, okay, listen, just shut up and let me watch the game. But I'm glad that people don't seem to get that impression, because it's I don't know. It's something that I concern myself with, and I think it's unnecessary because it's like, no. It's commentary, it happens. I try not to let it be like super stream of consciousness, but sometimes that's just how it goes. Whoa. See the pulsating lights there? It's a little darker on the stream, I think, but... Yeah, even more evidence, because all of these chunks of moonstone here are like prisms, they refract light. And there's a gigantic pulsing ray of light coming from below them. Yeah, if the black moon isn't down there, I don't know what is. We can't look directly down, unfortunately, but you can probably kind of see at the bottom of the screen there's like a blue tint to it, and something is going straight down, being sucked in. So I think I don't want to be here anymore. I don't think I want to get sucked in. I mean, we're already sucked in, to be fair, because we're inside of the rift, so of course we're sucked in, but yeah. Alright, let's go up here and see where we end up. I think we're almost done, actually, because once you find Zivelin Bane in a lot of these dungeons, that usually means you're pretty close to the end, so. You hate sales, though? Hate? Well, we're of common mind in there, Raka, because if I ever have to get another sales job, I'm going to want to tear my hair out, so. I share your opinion on sales in that department, so. Or you just say, it is like that, and pay $0. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. It do be like that sometimes. Spends all savings on psychology, gets a telemarketing job, manipulating people to pay off debts. Yeah, that's the worst timeline. Did not enjoy college. You can manipulate the average Joe because anything above 3 syllables is considered big and hard to understand. Yeah, that's a product of our school system, though. Damn it! That's 3 straight streams I've been on the U.S. education system. I have to stop. Damn it. Oh, it's okay. See, you manipulated me into talking about the U.S. education system again. I'm just messing with you. I'll talk about it anyway, it's fine. Oh no, wait, Delta Shield, hold on. Wait, I don't need to die here. I'm pretty sure these blobs are actually the things that use Eternus, so we want to use Delta Shield here, if anywhere. Right, assuming people in business are human, yeah, there is that. Look, if you want gameplay, you watch a walkthrough. That's true, yeah. Because a walkthrough, there's no, like, qualms about it being like, okay, there has to be commentary here or not, you know? So this isn't a walkthrough, this is a meme through. I mean, my luck in this run has been a meme. I've gotten a Constitution Gem and a Mace Hand and a Victory Mail. Like, that doesn't happen. Ever. Let's see. Thank goodness there was oxygen everywhere in here. Yeah, that's nice. That helps for sure. Glad that the Black Moon isn't sucking all the oxygen out of this place. Alright, Aka got Slippera. Okay, that's fine. Let's see here. It's funny, you live the tarot. You don't believe in the tarot, but you think it's fun. You also understand why people get sucked into the tarot from a psychological standpoint. Yeah, and I mean, it's interesting to think about. I can't say that I have that sort of susceptibility to suggestion that a lot of people that find the tarot interesting do, but, whoa. Dust storm outside. This is ominous as hell. What is that noise? Did you hear that? Wait, hang on. Oh, I thought I saw the blue moon for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Is this the end? This can't be the end. That would be too easy, right? Well, let's go take a look. Is this something I can go into? Yep. Alright, well, let's see what's over here anyway. Oh. Okay. Well, that's a hell of a thing. How'd we end up all the way back? Maybe I took a wrong turn? Let's see. Oh yeah, Raka, yeah, we have the Chromatic server. That's our Discord server, so there you go. I can hit you up by the tarot, there you go. Wish Twitch still had friends. You still want to learn the tarot. Yeah, it is too easy to bait me. I did go off in that video 9 or so, yep. Oh, you've been watching the backlog. Okay, yeah, so there you go. And I do have that Crystallis box that's lasted me like a bazillion times, so. I actually should probably go back and check how many times I've actually used it, because I have no waking idea. Yeah, we took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. There you go. Alright, let's see if we can actually figure out where we're supposed to go in here now. I found the Void Smoking Room. Yeah, something like that. It was hazy in there, like Hazy Maze Cave. Alright, so let's equip the white map so that I don't have too many encounters since we've already been in here. And I don't want to be, like, over-leveled since we're already practically over-leveled. So, yeah, I definitely don't remember where to go in here. So I was kind of hoping we were going in the right direction because then we could fight the boss at the end of this place and then I could call it a day. But now it looks like we're probably going to have to go to the boss but not fight it today, depending on how far in it is. I guess it's not too far to get back to where we were, because there's only like a few screens, so. I just need to find another door, that's all. So we go in here. And then we go up here. So does that count as successfully traversing the Dark Rift? Can I go back and recruit Don now to my crew? Because we came out the other side and we didn't die, so... Well, not the other side, but we came out and didn't die, so I guess that's enough consolation for me. Alright, we're back. So... we went through this door, and that white section there was the only door in there, right? Like, there isn't, like, another door that's I just didn't see? It might be. You say it counts, but that's just you. Well, I'm glad that you, I'm glad that I have your approval in terms of getting through the Dark Rift, so. More blobs. The blobs are also kind of giving me the impression that we're going the right way because we didn't see them before this, so that means that they might be a new encounter. And usually when you see a new encounter table, that means that you're going in the right direction because that means you're getting later in the dungeon, you know?
Move. Give me strength.
Those things look like the blobs, the slimes there. They look like the inside of... they look like the inside of the White Witch's cape, but they also look like the inside of the cape of that one lady from... Who was the gym leader in Pokemon X and Y that had the cape that had a galaxy in it? They definitely stole that from the White Witch, but it was in there, and I don't remember who it was, but yeah. Okay, so now Vice needs to get... Well, he can get... Oh, wow, an Eternum box. Okay, that's cool. You know what? That's just my luck this playthrough. I'll take it. Should I use a Magic Dew? Nah, you know what? I think we're okay still in terms of MP. We haven't run out yet, so I'll hold off on using that stuff. Maybe it's in the room where Zivil Bane was. Maybe I just didn't look around enough, you know? But let's check in here first. Just to see. Alright, now. Is there anything down here? I can't go down any further, so no. There is not. Alright, well, back in then. Yeah, so it's got to be in the Zivil Bane room. Go try, then accuse Don of moving the goalposts. Yeah, there you go. You're like, wait a minute, Don, you promised me. You bastard! Yeah, aw. It's okay. He actually won't. I don't think he gets any new... Well, he gets a little bit of new dialogue to say, hey, you know, succeeded against Gregorio. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't have any new dialogue about the Dark Rift until you've actually come back from getting the Blue Moon Crystal, so... Just got a $5 refund from DoorDash. Dasher didn't give you your chocolate shake. Well, I'm glad you got the refund, but it kind of sucks you didn't get your shake. Chocolate shake sounds pretty good right about now, actually. I could use something cold for my throat. My allergies have been kicking my throat's ass a little bit. And we're not even at the point where my allergies are the worst, which is when all of the tree pollen starts falling. In mid-July, I think, around here, that's when it happens. So, good luck with that part. I don't really sound too sniffly right now, but when we get there, oh boy. Yeah. Olympia, yeah, that's the name of the gym leader, yep. You remember her, but forgot most of Gen 6. Yeah, same though. I forgot a lot of it, considering I didn't even remember her. You should do DoorDash just to get a free shake and claim the restaurant messed it up. You're ethical. You'd actually feel super bad. No, that's okay, I get you. I would feel bad for the service workers then, right? Because I've been on that side of the table where it's like somebody saying, no, I did this, and it's like, I know you actually didn't, but there's nothing I can do because... Well, wait a minute. Did I go through the... Huh. This isn't a new place, is it? Oh, maybe I didn't go through here. Maybe that's what it was. I'm super confused. I think that's the point. This place is supposed to be super confusing. I don't actually know what the directions are to get through here, so this is like almost like a blind playthrough. It's like we're doing this together, basically. We're doing this together and we're doing it blind. Damn it, smoke room! Oh, back in. Yeah, I hate Pollen Season 2, so I'm there with you. Why do you think you ordered it? Yes, I have a pollen allergy, yep. You already got a cut on the inside of your mouth from sneezing so much. Oh, that sucks. I hope that heals up pretty good. But cuts on the inside of your mouth suck because they don't really heal up very much. You're only allergic to tomatoes. That's good because then you can directly avoid those. I, unfortunately, cannot avoid my pollen allergy. What is this, Alice in Wonderland? I'm back in here again! This place is bizarre. Alright, anyway, there was another thing out here, I think. Unless this is just the first room again, which is possible. Yeah, I have no idea where I'm supposed to be going. Oh, this place is a nightmare. Now I understand why nobody got back from here, because they're stuck in the maze forever. Yeah, I'm back in the Outer Wilds looking place, yep. I gotta play Outer Wilds one of these days. I haven't played it yet, but I heard lots of good things. So, this maze is annoying. Maybe why there's colors dancing on the black holes. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's the indicator of, hey, this isn't the right way to go. So, well, we'll try to use the black holes that don't have the colors dancing on them as a guide, and we'll see where we go. That means I need to go back into Zivil and Bane's room, so I gotta find that, I guess, but, you know. Yes, together, a true Let's Play. Raka believes in me. Thank you, Raka. We'll get there. We just probably won't get to Yafutelma directly today. We'll get to the end, but that's it. Oh, so you want to use Drilln, do you? Nope. Actually, there is one and only one boss in this game where I will use Drilln on them, and it's coming up in Yafutelma. So, look forward to that, I guess. It should be pretty soon. They're very weak to Drilln, along with most other status ailments, except for, like, instant death and petrify. So, speaking of instant death, I should probably try using that Eternum box just for the hell of it, shouldn't I? Just so we can see what that spell looks like, since I'm probably never going to get it for anybody on... I might get it on Fina, but it's the last silver spell you learn, and silver spells are notorious for how much... magic AP they need to, or magic EXP they need. Huh. Okay, so top left is the one that leads to the smoke room. So let's go back to Zivil and Bane's room and see if there's anything else in there. Because there might be. Why are these things so effing fast? I don't know. Could be that I just don't have enough agile and or quick. What is my quick anyway? 136, 157. So maybe they just have more quick, and Vice for some reason has 151. Good lord, man. Where'd you get all that quick? Excuse me. Alright, well, we're back in Zivil and Bane's room, so now we just gotta look for a door here. Maybe there's a door up top, because there was that updraft. So. Alright. Well, same thing we've been doing, so... Because I still haven't seen anybody use Eternas yet. Speaking of which... Eternum box. Sure. Why not? If he even gets the turn. You would be fast, not strong, if you were an enemy. Well, sometimes that works out for you, you know, because then you can hit, you know, before everybody else does and do something like that where you give me fatigue. Not that this battle's going to last long enough for fatigue to even matter, but, you know. Golden Sun's Avoid spell and Pokemon Repels would be super cool here. Yeah, well, that's what the white map is for. It reduces the encounter rate by a lot. The other thing the white map does that I might make use of at some point in here, if this starts to get really annoying, is I might use the white map to run away, because it increases your run rate by like 200% or something ridiculous like that, so... It's just that every time you run away, you lose a little bit of swashbuckler rating, and I kinda don't want to do that, so... yet, I should say. I don't want to do that yet. There will be a point where I won't care anymore, but at the moment I'm kind of like, eh. But maybe I'll change my mind. Is there anything down from here? Because this is an updraft, but there might be something below us. Below the landmass? Let's see. Ah. Sneaky. This is going to lead me to the smoke room again, isn't it? Well, let's see what happens. If we see a save point, we might have gone the right way. Because like I said, once you find Zivil and Bane, you're usually pretty close to done, so... now where the hell am I? Hello? It is pitch black down here. I cannot see a damn thing. And I can't go up anymore either. Just gonna follow this over here. Maybe like get away from the landmass so I can go up, like now. Let's turn around and see what we can find. Where in the hell am I? I'm so confused. Oh, there's a new, no, this isn't a new. This treasure chest used to contain the mage's seed. So we're back in the first room now. Okay. So that was there. Did we ever go through this one? I don't think we ever went through this one. So I guess we'll go through this one now. I don't know, I might like look up the directions to get through here, like use my GPS. Just to, you know, so we can actually find a save point before it's too late here today. Or I could just stay lost for a little while. You're over this dungeon? I don't know. I still think it's cool, even though it's a big old maze like this. It feels so right for how sketchy of a place that everyone says it is in the lore and in the game's world. So, yeah, it feels right for that, because it just feels so overwhelming in terms of, like, where you gotta go and everything, so. I mean, I guess it could be less annoying, but if it was less annoying, would it really have the same impact that it had, like, the same impact on you that it had on everybody else in the entire game's world, you know? I'm probably just making excuses for it, if I'm honest, but, you know. That's my 2 cents. This is a big portal. So unless this is the one that I just came out of, which is possible, I guess. Now let's see what's on the other side. Okay, I'm turning on my GPS. Goddamn smoke room. Okay, so, Skies of Arcadia, FAQs. Find me the save point. My internet's crapping out. No, it's not. Never mind. That was just my phone taking a while to load. Okay. Let's use Insightful's Guide and Walkthrough to find the Dark Rift. 1.40. 1.40 is the Dark Rift. Down we go. Let's see here. So I gotta get back to the Zivlin Bane room. And then there is a portal near the Chalice of Blood that we need to go through. Okay. You're actually bad with directions in real life. Compounds with the hatred of driving. Yeah, I could see how that would be problematic, because that's not a good combination. Oh, this is so disorienting. Reminds me of the story that I wrote for that writing prompt submission that I did last week. They actually read it, by the way, the writing prompt submission that I did for Tale Foundry. They read it on the stream, which I was surprised at, because I was like, this is my first submission, and they're actually going to read it? Holy shit. I think they liked it. I'll be honest, and this is nothing against the people who were doing anything in there. I didn't really get what I wanted out of the critique from them, because I was kind of hoping for it to be a little more, like, in-depth. This is why this worked, this is why this didn't stuff. But a lot of the critiques that I got from the person who was doing the narration and the reading... Oh god, she's panicked. Okay, well now she can't, Hiram, so that's fucking great. What was I saying? Yeah, so a lot of the critiques that I got were like... just kind of like, here's how I read the story, so this is why it's bad. And it's like, okay, listen, if I needed a high school lit teacher to tell me what they thought of my story, I quite literally am still in contact with some of my high school lit teachers. And again, it's nothing against the person doing it, and I understand the fact that sometimes it can be tricky to, you know, really dig in deep with a story when you have to read like a dozen of them a week for the stream and you have to narrate them and everything. But like, I don't know, it just didn't... It didn't give me what I wanted, I guess. So, it's a little unfortunate, but hey, what can you do, right? I'm not sure if I'm going to write again for them, because it was weird, because, like, now, this is part of my psychology degree coming into play here. The person that was reading the stuff, like, I could tell that my story intimidated them by the way that they were talking and when they were doing the critiques. Now, maybe they're just an overly emotional person. That's a possibility. But in addition to that, it felt like I intimidated them with my story because, like, there were points where they were trying to come up with stuff, and I could hear them trembling, like, in their voice. Their voice was, like, catching a little bit, and I'm like, dude, it's okay. We're all here having fun. It's just a story. You don't got to get, like, over the top. And again, this does not mean any disrespect to anybody who was doing this, especially the person who was narrating for the whole thing from Tale Foundry. Like, this is not me trying to disrespect you. It's just like, slow down a little bit. Chill out. It's just a story. You're okay. You're okay. Just read the story and tell me your critiques. And if I get what I want, that's cool. If I don't, then I don't. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I guess I was hoping for, like, more of a, like I said, more of a technical, in-depth type of a dealie for them to go into, and, well, I guess I kind of should have expected, because they didn't read the comments that I had on there where somebody replied and said that it was a story about rock climbing, and one of the replies asked me about some of the jargon in the story, to make something a little more clear for them about, like, what was what. And so I did. I actually answered them, and I said, well, this is what a piton is, this is what a camming device is, and they were thankful for it. But I could tell that the person who was narrating didn't read the comments on the story, because they were having very similar questions and didn't get the answers that they were looking for. But yeah, I don't know, it just had this weird vibe of, like, I read it this way, this is why it's bad. And I mean, like, for the ending, the way that they read the ending was that both of the characters in the story died. And they said, no, that's bad, it deflates all the tension out of the story. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, I guess, but are you sure you read that properly? Because I thought I left it ambiguous enough. Now, this could just be me being rusty at writing, because I haven't written for fun in, like, years, but I could have sworn I left the story ambiguous enough to where it would have been open-ended, and it would have been up to the interpretation. Oh, how'd that get there? Would have been up to the interpretation of the people reading, but apparently not, so. Thanks for reminding you need to finish your Shadowbringer synopsis. Like, you said the prompt was a couple hundred words. That's easy, let me ramble. Yeah, I had that feeling quite a bit when I was writing that. It took a significant amount of editing to get to where I got, because it was just like, no, I need to... I don't have enough words to fully describe what I was trying to describe in the story. And that was part of it, too. Like, a lot of the critiques that they gave were like, I need more info. And it's like, okay, but listen, I have 350 words maximum to work with here. I can't give you more info. And the other thing about the story, too, was that what happened in the story basically was the two characters in the story were rock climbing, there was an earthquake, and they were hanging off of the side of the cliff while one of the pitons that were above them was falling out of the rock face because the earthquake knocked it loose. And it was, like I said, I tried to make it open-ended enough to where you could guess, based on your reading, whether they lived or they died. Where was I going with this? Yeah, so that was the impression that they got from it, and... Or rather, no, hang on. I was going somewhere with this, and I totally forgot my train of thought. Vice, whenever you're ready, get your turn. It had something to do with the way that they were critiquing it. Well, whatever, I guess it doesn't matter. It's over now. They read it. I didn't get what I wanted necessarily out of the critiques, so I guess I don't know, I gotta figure out if I actually want to... Oh, no, that's where I was going with it. I was going to talk about, like, the fact that some of the critiques that they wanted were basically like, I need more details for this particular section of the story, so you should cut out this other section of the story so you can give me more detail on this. And it's like, wait a minute, hold on, you want me to cut out... Oh, good, we got Electrum, that's good. You want me to cut out sections of the story when you just said that the best part about the story was the pacing? Like, that doesn't even make sense. If the pacing is the best part, I can't cut anything, because if the pacing's the best part, that means that the story, what I gave you, allowed it to move at the proper rate so that it kept tension. But, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't get a good vibe from them in terms of like, yes, I will learn something from this. But whatever, it's nothing. It's over now. They read it. I don't know if I'm gonna. The next prompt is dance with the devil. Ah, we're at the end. Perfect. We made it. Yeah, the next prompt is dance with the devil. And I don't know, I might do something with it because the teacher, the climbing instructor in the story was one thing that they kind of clued into, although the person reading it said, I'm pretty sure you unintentionally made the teacher an asshole. And my reaction, I wasn't there when they read this, so I couldn't react live, but my reaction was, no, that was advertent. I did that on purpose. She is an asshole. And the point of it was to leave you questioning why. A lot of what I left out was to leave people questioning why. Because here's the thing, there was just an earthquake. The characters in the story are disoriented from the earthquake. So if you as a reader come out of the story feeling disoriented and like you didn't get the whole picture, I did my job! So yeah, that's how I feel about that. You have an idea, cut the damn word limit or only have a word floor instead of a word ceiling. Yeah, I think they're just worried about the fact that it would take them like 12 hours to stream all of that, because it took them like 4 hours to read 10 stories and do critiques and stuff. So I think that's the concern. It's a time limitation thing. They want to make it so that it's not like so much of a time limitation thing for them. Speaking of being disoriented and questioning why, I'm sure that we're all disoriented from our time in the Dark Rift, and you're questioning why I would leave it right here. But we'll have to see what that weird floating bud thing is inside of that portal over there on the next episode of Skies of Arcadia Legends, the Stream Edition. We'll dance with the devil of the Dark Rift. That's what I was going to do. That's what I was going to say. I forgot what the prompt was. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do something with that prompt. I guess I'll share it on Discord server if I do anything with it. But I'm not going to get read this week anyway, because there's like a thing in their algorithm for how they choose who gets read, where if you just got read last week, you don't get read the week after. Like, there's a very low chance. So, yeah. I don't know. Anyway, that's enough rambling. Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. And I'll see all of you on the next one, which, is probably going to be Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Excuse me again. I have that listed in the schedule, but Cole has a dentist appointment that I have to take him to that day, so I'm not sure if I'll be back in time to do that. If I... Like, I'll let y'all know, basically. If not, it'll be Friday. So I'll let you know as we get a little closer. Until then, everybody, take care and have a good one. Yeah, 400 to 1,000 words, easy. Yeah, there you go. Then we've got a lot more room for descriptions, right? Means I can actually make you feel a little less disoriented with my story. But then again, as I said, if you leave the story and you don't feel as disorientated as the characters did I even do it right?